Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. Hope you all having a lovely Saturday. Oh, how are you doing? How are you all doing? I can tell you how I'm doing. I'm good. Kind of dying at times, but generally good. Pretty productive Saturday. More cleaning around the house now that spring, and yeah. In general, had some nice food earlier, and now can't wait to get some more and the game or Citizen Sleeper. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all are doing well. Hope you all had a good Saturday so far. A good week in general. Yeah. Yeah. Let's get in here. Ah, hello. Hello everyone, hello. Yeah, welcome back. Hello everyone, hello everyone. Yeah. I want to show you something off from I fixed from yesterday. Yeah. Right, but also known as my YouTube channel. So if you want to watch my VODs or find where else you can watch them, yeah, Twitch, of course. Yeah, right there. We'll listen to because I think the read about where Twitch will be doing so that Twitch VODs will move the highest resolution that's above 1080p. You know, since I use the program, why I can get more than 1080p. That's why my stream even has 1440p resolution. It's really lovely, but they'll after a while, I think it's 7 days, like a week or so, we'll remove the highest the above HD resolution versions, be either 1440 or 1440p or full 4K. So yeah, in YouTube you'll it should stay the highest possible resolution 8 days. I'm pretty sure is yeah, all the way at 1080 and above. But yes, also I I I had some talk with Nightbot from after yesterday, and I convinced him that he's no longer here to enforce anything other than just provide links. So yeah, after just yesterday's lovely raid by Galaxy, it was very amazing, and as you can see with the model he made right on stream right now, yeah, yeah, it's just, I had some little talk with Nightbot. But yeah, it's the first time for anything. It was very lovely. But yeah, where are we at? Is there anything else? I hope you all are doing well, just in general, especially, some of the state of the world being the way it is. It's something nice to hope you can have a good time regardless, no matter what's going on in your lives. And yeah, and I hope we can have some fun and see more Citizen Sleeper those nights, because I am very interested to see where it's going those nights. It's a very late game, and I finally got a bit more of a hang of it last time, I think. There's so many interesting areas there already. I haven't explored all of them. Mm-hmm. But yeah, before we go in, is there anything else I want to talk about? Oh yeah, right. I wanted to mention two things. First of all, it is now May 3rd right now as I'm recording this. And yeah, this means that in less than a month, I'll not only will be on vacation, but also, yeah, my lovely partner, Lucas Luneri, who you can also often see in chat when he isn't dead asleep as he is right now, which he should be. He was up way too long again. Silly little guy. Yeah, will be here with me as well, Germany. So I can't wait forward to that. Which should also mean that, yeah, I can't guarantee any streams. There's two things. First of all, I can't guarantee any streams in between Friday the 30th of May going down toward what's essentially Friday and maybe even Saturday, 20/21st of June, which is essentially free for a 3 weeks period. However, because of my employee who I'm working for, because of that, I'm definitely unable to stream uh, into 2 weekends time, which will be the 16th and 17th of May, respectively. I unfortunately can't make it on those days because I won't be home. to work. Just so you don't, so you know, those who are here have heard it before. But I will announce it on the Discord anyway. For those who don't know yet, I have a Discord. If you want to stay up and stay up to date with what's going on and get any quick notifications of anything changes about me going live or other stuff, including several other things, several other channels, including one where going for friends of myself, friends of a channel are going live. A notification for that is already set up there that you need to get notified if a friend of us of myself and Lucas goes live. And also it's for some other stuff. Like I have a music library, for example, where I'm semi accurately handling what's the word? Taking care of. Listening new music I'm into and listening to a lot. So, just and stuff and some other channels. If you have any suggestions of what you would like to see in the Discord, be sure to let me know. Always open about suggestions and these stuff, and just in general, so streaming stuff as well. But yeah, with that out of the way, have a nice time with Citizen Sleeper. How about that, huh? Yeah. First of all, I need to fight on Myth and Void. Always loved them. I do saying that right now, but I'm very glad about one thing I'm going to do with Lucas, which I'm definitely can't stream at, because in the 3 weeks time span I mentioned earlier, is going to the Comey in Düsseldorf over here. Yeah, definitely for Friday and probably also on Saturday as well. We got tickets for both days. And likely go on both days, but especially on Friday when it isn't as full. They just recently announced it's 100% sold out for Saturday, which is the obvious day it would be. Because literally probably everyone has time for that day. And yeah, obviously, Friday, the day most people still work over here, is only 6% booked out. So it will definitely quite a bit less full. Even in a month's time, or be in about a month's time, maybe a little more than that. Even yeah, it'll probably be a bit more booked out, but even still, then can't wait for the Komi next year. Myth and Void was the Myth and Void is why I'm coming up to them. Was there last year and had a very lovely concert. I was very sorry that I couldn't yet play the then not yet released theme that you just heard, Notes Lutz, whatever you pronounce it. Yeah, for the newest V0 season. But yeah, some other people will be there. Coda, for example, for those who know, for those who know JoJo, he did very famous openings for that, and probably will perform some other music there too. Yeah, definitely can't wait for that, and several other artists that I'm very looking forward to get to and buy some stuff from. But yeah, okay, let's get to the game, huh? How about that? How about so down the music for today? And let's see if we can get into the game. Turn the music for that again. And let's see. Load game. Are you there? There you are. That is always the loudest of the entire game. The main menu stream is like 3 times louder than anything else. Oh. Wait. Last time we left off is we are currently looking for our friends and basically the person who helped rescue us and first picked out of our mess, which we're in. Their sister was supposed to be in Wellspring. And we could either find Luz in herself in the Wellspring Pithead section, or we can go to Corporate. But yeah, if we go to Corporate, we'll not have the possibility to do some other stuff. Luckily for us though, or I guess for me though, the path I wouldn't want to go is the worst we could pick anyway, because we are negative on engage. And unlike the last game, you can't get out of the full negative boost you will get. Where's the button? Right, yeah. Of the 5 skills, engineer, interface, endure, intuit, as an intuition and engagement. Yeah, you can't. The one you are bad at, you can never improve out of. The rest you can improve the hell out of, but not that one, which is nice. I like the way of like D&D way, or can only get an underline, a stat and then later improve on it. so that even if you're like, I don't know, a mage or, you know, a non-combat, you know, sword and fist combat oriented person, still get a strength set will allow you to easily enough clear, you know, a normal gap without being at -3 for any roll. But it still is a neat way to have like a permanent feel of like, okay, your mechanist, this is your, of course, tell yourself to be more of a bit more broad as I am, or go full mechanist front first, but then, you know, the other things fall a bit to the wayside. At least again, you don't have our companions to go out with, which is always lovely to have the even though it's only 2 dice for them, but still. I had times, the last time probably for sure, where I had very lucky rolls, where basically everyone rolled 5 and 4 and 5s and above. I was very lucky. But yeah, how was I? It is definitely interesting way to change that. I really like, mostly like this change. Okay, what change? Let's end this one cycle here. And quickly get some new dice. Okay, that looks good. Well, 3 threes, but otherwise 5 and 6. Who was? Oh, geez. I forgot the W. Oh, God. Oh, no. I forgot the WASD is very much a very quick system here. So I'm so sorry. I like the mouse wheel a little more than that. A little more on that. I mean, I like that you can do this with it. But, yeah. Can do that with, just with the mouse wheel, which is neat to get a little perspective on it. I think I ever did that. It needs. But yeah, we're currently on Wellspring, which is the Sean Galaxy map. Oh, yeah, yeah. Can't travel, but the Greater Galaxy map, you'd see this is a further out, like big ice asteroid. We basically have this corporation. What is it called? Yeah, Low-Tech corporation is basically using to spread water across the entire Starward belt. I think it was this area is called. Yeah, or Starward vector. This local area. The Starward pass we obtained last time and get in there. Whew. This time I'm better with the voices. Okay, oh, the canteen here too. Eat, get a meal and. Oh. If your body parts isn't actually used, and they find out you won't be able to eat anymore. That's nice. They didn't have to do that, but that's nice. Let's see what we have here. We can have a search, and we can join a work crew. We're good with both, so that's nice. So definitely have at least 2 sixes in this. No, Shift is a constant flow of contractors, but not determined to find loose amongst lose? Say Luz. Like Liz, but with you. Luz amongst. Sometimes there's always downside. Reading names are obviously in English, but having the German pronunciation behind it always makes me feel a little uneasy pronouncing them. Because I think I'm doing anything wrong, but you know, it's just like, hey, is that supposed to sound like that? I don't know. Who knows? Let's say stuff like we make probably Luz. Lose, Les. I see. I think lose sounds better for me. This one's easier to pronounce for me. You imagine the part you like anyway. It's how about we do it that way, huh? Okay. Lose amongst all these faces. Or we can try work crew, which uses our door skill. The best way to find lose is to be will be to infiltrate the work crews and gain access to the deep parts of in the mine. Too bad. Over 6 we can't fail, so that's good. Ooh, it's a good one. Let's try this one also a little bit. Okay. The positive outcome doesn't give us as much over here. That's fine. But it's still dangerous, so I'm trying to stay clear. Oh, neutral is fine. Neutral is fine. I could have gone for this one. Yeah, still. Yeah, it says loaded syndicate controlled ice asteroid. The shaft descends towards a sump in the depths of the pit. Here the air is freezing cold, prevent the ice from melting into globes of floating water. Your breath carried water, you would be able to see it near, but the absence of steam in each installation only serves to remind you of your own strangers. And it's true, we are a robot, we are a sleeper. I bet anyone else notices. Workers' heads are low, their eyes fixed on their work, shuttling chunks of ice and tools up and down the shaft. At the end of the nearby tunnels, you see the bright spots of ice tubes, ice cutting in progress. Slabs hanging in the air, but strange in slabs hanging in the air in that strange way they do in the OG. Oh, okay. Some lose memories of the time before that side, before Lane, before freedom. Come to mind. Familiarity of the cold, the spots, and this toil, it chills you more than this baked ice on either side of you. On either side of you, but could reach the bottom of the shaft. A metal wheel marking the terminus. It squeals as you push open the barred doors set into it, and safety lights flicker on, lighting up glittering ice particles all around in in the hard beams. Is It is as if all the stars are held here in this cavern. As your eyes adjust to the massive space comes into focus. Seems to have no up or down, just countless dart shafts and traced its cut into all its sides. All around, silhouetted by their work lights, contractors cut and haul and gather. This is where those locked-in workers are being held. Caught in contract clause that permits an endless shift. The atmosphere is grim. That was mentioned last time around, yeah. They have a contract dispute going on. And if we want to support the workers, we should have gone here, not for the corporal heads, which is basically just a cartel and all but name. The center of the cavern floats construction of welded together habitation units. It's a pretty big thing to do that, yeah. Heavy twist of cable stretches from this improvised structure past you and up the shaft behind, tethering it to a central power source. On each of the six sides of this strange apartment block, a set of struts project outward, bracing construction against the cavern walls. The block itself is wrapped in insulation, clad in protective plates. It glows with small apertures and lights. You approach the nearest entrance. Everything is bitten by rust and decay. The bars on the entrance weren't clear enough indicators. It is obvious now that this place is a prison. The door scissored open, letting out a blast of warm air. You quickly duck inside, and it seals rapidly behind you. The cramped interior passage glows warmly, but its right condition keeps it from feeling cozy. You follow the corridor, ducking beneath hanging wires and loose insulation. This is where you were first. This is where you were told you will find Luz, or whatever her real name is. Did I now say Luz instead of Luz? Just go with Luz, I guess. Sorry, I can't make my mind can't make it up anyway. You come out into a communal mess. Counters and food Counters and food preservation units fit into walls, different stools and couches scattered around. A couple of contractors are stretched out in the space, one of them snoring loudly in the corner, another slipping from a food packet on a stool. Oh shit. Oh hey Luz, seventh sister? Question mark? You look similar-ish, I guess. Suddenly, a door on the far side opens out to the cavern, letting in a flurry of ice shards that quickly become scattered orbs of water. Watch the figure as they glide into the warm light of the interior, with their dark hair and bright eyes, and you know this is who you're looking for. That's definitely, at least, probably makes it more believable. Meet eyes with hers, and something sparks in that dull and glowing room. I've heard that one before. It's as if she recognizes you. Sleeper? She looks in a haze, her hair stuck to her forehead with sweat Eyes still just to Victoria. Us? Not slowly. She has scanned you, taking your clothes, the way you hold yourself, your face. For a moment you feel exposed, aware of your damaged vinyl skin, industrial markings. You don't like features. Feel the familiar sense of being objectified, but also something warmer below. A recognition of what you are. She blinks, exhales, and shakes her head, realizing she's mistaken. Give me a second, alright? I just finished cutting 100 cubic meters of ice. Pulls back her. Haven't seen you down here before? Just contracted you or something? Tension drops, but you get the feeling she isn't quite looking for you, quite looking at you. She crosses a food unit and pulls out a packet, sliding it into a warmer. She thumbs it on. Best sleeper I've seen in a long while. She doesn't take her eyes off slowly on food. You'll do okay down here. I know you folds are tough and stick with the job. It's good. The rest I can show you once I've eaten. She laughs a little to herself. I'm not here for work. Brother. A brother? She pauses, her eyes not leaving the warmer. I think you must be confused with something else, huh? You need to talk. Stop. Turns to face you and you see a red shine in her eyes. What are you going on about? You realize, but you need to tell her. Seraphin is on Wellspring. The warmer chimes to let her know the food packet is ready. She doesn't seem to notice. Seraphin. She takes a ragged breath and steadies herself. Here? Not here, but cut. She nods and then shakes her head. Well, if he trusts you with his name, I guess I should trust you with mine. She turns closer. I'm Tella. Tella, Seraphin's bright-eyed sister, huh? Interesting. Tella's definitely more pronounceable. Now, where's my dear brother? I'll take your turn. She laughs nervously. Sorry, this is not what I was expecting in my lunch break. Tella suddenly seems to take on some energy. She glances towards the corridor behind you and the door at its end. I hope you have a plan, sleeper, because we do not want us locked in contractors getting out. Moves towards the corridor. A security in the shaft, and then again a pit head. Must have passed through the checkpoint at the entrance too. Hope we can bypass all those. Turns back, grabs a food packet, smiles at you, and shepherds you towards the corridor. Could run a distraction, maybe. There's Sarah on that already. It's slightly taken aback by a sudden change. We're going to have to. A blaming alarm sounds inside the habitation module, loud enough to wake the sleeping contractor. Wake the sleeping contractor with the start. You and Tella exchange glances. Surely this can't be. Ooh. Tella rushes down the corridor and tears open the door at the find. With you following close behind. The ice shadows glittering in the interior light. The cavern is in chaos. You see dark-suited loaded security wrestling with contractors, lit by flashing red alerts. More contractors are coming in through the door in the drill entered from, carrying bulky equipment. The equipment is blowing out a voice, Kurt's voice, echoing around the cavern. A look of panic crosses Tella's face. A general strike is now in effect. All contractors should down tools and hold in place. Extraction will cease until our terms are met. Kurt's voice distorts and shifts. We have blockaded all traffic to and from Wellspring. We seek the resignation of the syndicate leadership and for a new workers' council to be installed in its place. This cycle, we will shut down the shaft. Any worker not willing to strike should leave now. There is a screech of noise and the message begins repeating. That's Kirk. Also from last time we played this. Watch as the security are pushed back down the drill, outnumbered by the governing workers. Bell looks at you for guidance. Well, now's a chance. Bell looks around Kevin, red lights reflecting in white eyes. She sighs. I need to stay. I won't abandon the others. What about Seraphin? Remember about this happening. Tell him I'm not leaving until all of us are free. Teller bites away, glancing over the shoulder at the others. You see them gathering their tools and taking them to be locked away in the head module. I need to see this through. You need to go. Find Seraphim, do what you can from out there. Help us change this place. And with that, she turns the lights off towards the others. Return and head for the drill as quickly as you can. Way now cleared by the contractors, their handful of loads already pushed back up to somewhere near the pad. As you ascend, other contractors shooting you dart loads as you go. You realize you have to speak with Kurt. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh Kurt, what's going on here? Find Kurt at the pithead, just directing contractors to barricade the entry points to the mine. So I took my advice. Good. Kurt smiles. But glad to have you as an ally here, Sleeper. Could have warned me. What happens now? What happens now? The syndicate was arrogant. Did not believe we could do this. There's the sorts of contractors welding plating across the checkpoints. But far outnumbering them, monopoly ends here. How can I help? Why do this now? This won't work. How can I help? That leads you a little away from the contractors. If you want to free those, like Seraph and Sister, I will need your help. We have ships, but not many. The Syndicate still has tankers in operation. Our blockade is not complete. The debris field between here and the far spindle remains open. We need another tanker to occupy it and dissuade the Syndicate from trying to pass. All of our ships are in use, but your ship and your crew could help us take the tanker to your blockade. Just to storm a tanker. How will we take it? Wait, you want to storm a tanker? That is pretty much a very big thing to ask of this little group, huh? It'll not be an assault. Puts a hand on your shoulder. A tanker of a headstream. Has been held outside Wall Street for many cycles. He was tired and sympathetic to our cause. Must give him a nudge. Our ship supposes an in-distress trader trapped inside of the debris field, and the headstream is obligated to rescue. Go aboard and encourage you to take control. You want to inside a mutiny? Trust me when I say that the captain does not deserve this charge. This liberation. Kurt folds his arms across the chest. Will you do it? Or not? I consider it. Let's do that. Let's try to do that at least. What's the best? I knew you would. I'm glad to have you in your cause. In our cause, Sleeper. Suddenly Kurt super fingers in his mouth and blasts out a shrill whistle. Contractor quickly approaches with a large box, the front marked with screens and dials, and the back by loose cables. You need this has an nav unit to navigate the debris fields. Not the contractor. Jens here will install in your ship. Consider it a gift from our cause to yours. He nods once more, and Jens passes by you, heading for the lift up to the docking ring with your new module. I will provide the headstream coordinates. He moves away towards the contractors still working the checkpoint. I'll wait for your word. You leave the pithead behind, your mind racing. Do not know how you have ended up in the middle of all this, but you know that it will be up to you to pilot your way out. Sleeper. Servant comes up the passage towards you. What's happening? I heard the pithead is being taken over by Kurt's guys. This you realize will take a lot of explaining. Yeah. You clotted. Let's quickly sneak a meal, huh? Oh, can we do that? No, we can't. Okay. Let's anyway quickly sneak a meal. That's better. Headstream is holding in the debris field. It's holding the debris field on citizen orders. That believes this is a perfect target for mutiny. Who can get aboard the ship and spy one? This will be difficult. Because I need someone with social skills. If you know me. I don't have social skills. So we need someone with the engaged skills. The two arrows pointing the same direction. Or should definitely be Eugene. I hate him sometimes, but yeah, okay, we have another one. Wait, I mean, really, this is the only thing I can't do. The other ones, I'm at least mostly positive, above average on. That's good enough. More than good enough. I want to take Bliss with me too at times. Oh, in personality, I probably take Bliss because I love Bliss. They're lovely. I'm pretty sure I know him from the first game already. But Eugene is probably needed. For VHL getting this through. It's a tough choice. Julie, I don't know. She doesn't really seem like the person for this. And D2 have a bigger stress gauge anyway. I don't know why hers is so small. She also doesn't really have more than one still. Just have a really good one here. Nah, let's take them two just so we can have the options to do. If one roll's bad, the other one is. Of course, we can only take two. Oh, Kurt. I mean, it made sense I take it with me. Although I didn't see that coming. I'm travel there. Let's try our best, huh? Oh boy. That steam looms large at the cockpit window as it comes to a stop. Can't believe you talked me into this, Servant sighs. This is not a good plan. Points and Servant to take Kurt out. This low-tech freighter wasn't exactly easy. But if the pit had been locked down, there weren't really any other options. Voice crackles over Servant's terminal, loud enough to hear, but quiet enough that you can't pick out what's being said. What are they saying? Servant lets us back over his shoulder at you, telling us to prepare for docking. He swallows nervously and turns back to the console. Good. Keep them talking. Look behind you to see Kurt floating by the doorway. Servant flicks the comm switch and begins speaking to a loaded ship, thanking them for responding to the distress signal, trying his best to play the part of a nervous trader suffering an engine failure in the debris fields. Kurt jerks his head for you to follow him into the corridor, and you unclip from your seat and float out behind him. It is okay with you. I'm going to play the captain on this one. Flat stare suggests he isn't asked for permission. So you sure it's going to work? Good shots. If we keep calm and take it slow, there won't be nothing to worry about. Let me tell you how this is going to go. Starts moving down towards the airlock, and you follow as he talks. Red Spring has been holding here, cycle after cycle, while West Spring tried to crush our little rebellion. Smiles at the idea. Now the blockade is in effect, and they'll know they have to count out for longer still. My message from loading operations get less and less frequent. He stops by the lockers, swapping his loading uniform for an old flight jacket. There's a ship full of tired, unhappy, underpaid, and underfed workers. We both arrive at the airlock. Just have to nudge their anger in the right direction. There's a hiss as the airlock cycles. Auditor coming aboard. Kurt catches your eye and gives you a wink. Lambert. Boat loaded captain. Oh, hey. That's nice. They do have a nice loaded uniform jackets, I have to say. It's the bright yellow, which is very much the color of Citizen Sleeper. In case you haven't noticed yet. You know, literally every element has a bright yellow, is at least somewhere in the UI. You know, which is really nice. Okay. The other door sizzles open, revealing a drink-looking loading captain flanked by a security officer. Lambert, captain of the Headstream. He presents himself immediately, but with a little enthusiasm. We've been in communication with your pilot and docking has requested to provide support. What's between you and Kirk, his eyes lingering on you a little too long, no doubt taking in a strange vinyl skin, dark glowing eyes, soul-like face of your fame. It's attention to Kirk. Oh, fares your crew. Thank you, Captain. You notice the immediate change in Kurt, his deflated posture and softer speech. We are surviving as best as we can, but now that you have come to our rescue, he sighs and holds out an eager hand to Lambert. We're very grateful indeed. That limply shakes Kurt's hand. Not to worry, the Lloyd Syndicate takes its stewardship of Wellspring and the surrounding envoy environs seriously. It's our duty to offer aid to traders and travelers alike. I'm afraid we don't have much to offer by way of supplies. Stores and depleted by our long posturing here. But if your crew is free to enter our ship and make use of its facilities while you make your repairs. Strategy is playing the submissive captain. Submissive. Nodding enthusiastically and uttering a stream of thank yous. I feel like he's pushing it a little, while Lambert only seems to be paying the minimum of attention to him. Suddenly turns a sharp eye to you. Your pilot didn't mention you had a sleeper on board. Stay silent. Kurt quickly responds, apologies. There are such good workers and quiet, too. We sometimes forget they even are there. Perhaps if your ship is in need of maintenance, you can borrow them for a few cycles. Lambert eyes you more brazenly now, taking Kurt's lead as permission to indulge his curiosity. Yes, his eyes trace in tear to the skin of your form. Perhaps it could be of use to us. Kurt smiles. I'll send them to speak with your crew. I'm sure they can direct the sleeper to appropriate tasks. Oh, they'd love that. Lambert jokes. They're busy. Watch a bunch, that's it. This lot. I'm sure they'd be eager for a slave. But it sets you on the edge. Stay silent. We're happy to serve. Got bolts. After all, we owe you our safety. Very good. Lambert seems suddenly bored or tired, perhaps both. Tell your crew they are free to cross the docking tunnel and pauses, but remind them that no funny business will be tolerated. Smiles a sharp smile. I have matters to attend to. Lambert turns. See you later, Captain. With that, Lambert heads back down the tunnel, still flanked by his two silent security officers. But waits until he is out of sight to turn to you. What? He does out of breath. All hail, Seeker. I thought from looking in your eye, you're going to knock him out. Chuckles. I loved you. I bet. First says Dumbledore. Don't you worry. I'm going to pay him back for that all very soon. Let's ease your shoulder. Shall we go meet his crew? Get their opinions are on Lord administration. He smiles broadly. But cut my that up will be very positive. Well, let's see what we have. We have our ship, we have the engine room, the navigation control, and payload ops. Fleet maintenance. Left control center. Let's go right to left. Payload. Discuss the war, temper with payload. Okay, yeah, this one for example, I'll be just useless as a security lockdown and stress events. Oh, there's one immediately happening, and then one later on, and then one at the end that probably hits me off a fucking thing. Okay, we didn't roll too well with it, so I'll try to mostly go my way, which will be pretty positive. Operation support. Operations have been poorly trained by loading. They are already ready for alternatives. To train each section of the two against the captains and the job. Going to be an easy one. Yeah, it's just risky at least, not dangerous. Oh, this is 50-50. I'm pretty sure the dangerous one isn't gonna kill me on a neutral one. Loaded stress. It's unfortunate. We can deal with it for now. We can deal with it for now. I should try this one so far. Okay, pause the up one. Resource operation support. Okay, this is pause one per cycle. Okay, it comes away. I had Mr. Pooh started sending updates on the growing tension in Welshman. This is trouble. Didn't quickly take it out, I guess. This will at least be neutral. Ha, even positive. Thank God. The other two really aren't good with it. No, they're really bad with it at all. Let's just rest once. And recycle to get better dice because so many only 3 1s and 1 2 isn't gonna give us anything. This is much better. 2 4 2s, but a 4, a 3, a 6, and another 4. Let me first try to figure this one out first. as best as we can. Come on. Need a positive outcome here. At least neutral. Come on. Whew. I moved beyond getting stressed at least. That was not cool, but hey. Yeah, let them do their thing here and then we'll switch to another day. I have to. I'm not happy with that. Too happy with this. It's 50-50. Neutral or negative is not great. It's not great. This one I can do, I guess. If it's neutral, I might give us more stress. Oh, even positive. And this is, I guess, the in general state. Okay, okay. Yeah, we need betters. We need better ones than twos and ones. This is barely improved from last time. We have to retry for this, and we can at least not attacking anymore. Much better, much better. Okay, let's head down to each respectively. Two to one would still give me an uptick. So I'll try to make it safe. Sorry, I didn't mean to break out in these. Yeah. 2-1, it's definitely positive and get this one done. Yes. Got support. Now for navigation. Navigation Wellspring is untenable. Just new to get where Neftites to realize. Just need to realize that on my way. On their own. Okay, that's good, that's good. This one I can do only. Oh, well, this one really I can only just do myself, huh? I'll try to stay in the left side then. This one's more likely to let me positive because 50-50 positive and new with only Visty. Whew, that's good. That's really not good on that one at all. And this one, it's 50-50. You try this one, but it's a little risky. If I had +1 that wasn't danger, but only risky, I'd probably try it, but otherwise, yeah, that one I don't want to stress. I won't try it. I won't try it. I'll have fun with a good roll. Okay, I can work with that. Ooh. Everyone has at most at least 1, 6, or 5. And for his sake, he at least with both pretty good. And this is really good. Only ever 2, but sure, 1, you know, whatever. We can do with that. Okay, try to complete this one with this. And falsify the data. There we go. 2 out of 3 sections are up on taking offer. No, we only need the last one, the engineers. That has the engines and criticize the contracts. Sure as hell can do that. Oh, another 6, I love it. I guess I should specialize entirely in engineering the next time so we get an uber mega bonus from that one. It's only 2.5. We need to get positive one again. Go for positive again. Oh, negative, that's bad. We can try another at least neutral. Dangerous though. Oh shit. That's enough. It's a middle crisis. Space beaten. I need to take care of that. This Luton is like to bring loading to hit ships immediately. Be disabled fast. We'll do that. You have to sleep once. That's fine in history. By the time we hopefully will have done everything. And yes, there's an uptick in crisis, but we can do it. Need to get this one over with. Now this one is definitely at least neutral. There we go. And yep, this one will be very good indeed too. Oh, we don't even need to push out. That should be it. Gotten close. Gotten close in the end. was what I would have liked, but oh, good. Get rushes into the bay. You are crossing. So kicking off, Snaper. Well, Gilly in his eyes, Lambert lost control. Guides you through the headstream, a ship you have become surprisingly familiar with over the past few cycles. Perhaps it is the influence of getting to know the crew and their complaints around Lambert and the Syndicate. But its twisting corridors, thick pipes, and cold metal have taken on a oppressive feel, cycle by cycle, hour by hour. Now, now, as the shouts of conflict echo down the corridor ahead, where a room glows with the warm light of the galley, you feel that oppressive all being stripped away, replaced with some new and exciting quality. Enough! That shouts echoes like a shot as you enter the crowded galley. What you can tell, more than half the crew have crowded into the space and have clumped around, some perched beside units. Order you to return to your stations? Emmett floats slightly above the crowd, his hand held up in a gesture of futile calming or nervous surrender. Liam glanced over his shoulder, and tracing his view, see security officers tensely gathered at the back of the room. On Kurt, ready to indicate the mass security, but you are met with a wide smile that makes you pause. Just wait. Kurt winks. Turn to see security moving through the crowd. If you will not retreat willingly, I have no other choice than to use force. Lambert's voice breaks with anger. Disperse! Watches the guards form up behind Lambert, and then one moves forward and grabs him, forcing his arm behind his back. It is met with the raucous cheer from the assembled crew and yelp from Lambert himself. This forced through the crowd who part and jeer, and directly from the corridor from which you entered. When Lambert is close, Kurt nods to the security officer holding him, and they stop. Lambert looks up in confusion and stares directly into Kurt's screen. You are officially removed from duty as captain of the Headstream, the authority of the Ocean Workers Alliance. Kurt's tone is direct and clipped. This is done with the authority of the majority ballot of your crew. Workers Alliance? You have no authority. You're pirates. Lambert spits at Kurt. There will be consequences. On that we agree. Kurt nods to the security officer, and the wrench is struggling Lambert from the room. Whew. Kurt watches Lambert go, determination set in his heavy brow. Underestimated you. Hope this doesn't go to your head. What will happen to you? Underestimated you. Underestimate all of us. Kurt puts a hand on your shoulder. I always do. Lambert can enjoy a hospitality of his own break. Kurt pats you on the back. We have a celebration to master. Kelly erupts in liberated joy, and soon drinks and food are passed around. From a stash, Lambert has been asking the quartermaster to keep back for his own use. Aww. Settle on the counter and look on as the crew celebrates. My little ass, huh? Roger Stripe moves effortlessly through the room, receiving fines on equal measure. Despite his intimidating appearance, you see in him something softer coming to the surface, something reserved for those who he has struggled alongside. Fresh allies are old friends for him. After the trains have died down, and the crew have retreated to make plans supporting the blockade. Point out on what they have. Fred approaches you. No toasting a victory. He offers you a transparent bag of ship-brewed moonshine. With a fall of logic. Pulse. May it be heavy. I think this time we turn to Wellspring. He looks off towards the last crew members leaving the room. We've done our job. You want to stay? This is their ship, he sighs. I need to return to our council. Suddenly notice how exhausted Kurt looks. His eyes dark and hooded. He looks down towards the stuffed room. Well, here. Smiles with me. Let me stir something up, he pauses. I want to overthink it. I'm right, but your relation will come. Let's run the room. I hope they will be ready for when it does. He sighs a heavy sigh. Fred takes a deep breath and lets it out slow. Struggle goes on. He pushes off from the counter and heads towards the docking bridge. Take a moment before you follow, your mind drifting to the crew and the struggle they have ahead. As you do, small and perhaps unfair part of you thinks, well, it's life in the belt. It is, yes, it is. Well, peaceful mutiny on the headstream. Yay, means of production. Oh, hey. Cool. I guess I'll take that. Ugh. Okay, jeez, I'm leaving. Or maybe I shouldn't, just head back, yo. I don't want my best for another day. Whoops. Big top, this is over anyway. Cut crumbs of tension. This steaming city, its brash inhabitants have quietened. Oh, I also hard to pronounce. Quietened. Not to silence, to a low rumble of conversation. The blockade is holding, the syndicate is waning, and everywhere there are plans to be made. You and Seraphim float idly in Chasm Row. Many stores deep in this Ronin wellspring side. Right, no Kurt, not far from the first place you meet. The meeting Seraphim has lingering bruises from. Kurt is inside somewhere, and like every other loaded contractor, he's making plans. Even before you arrive back at Wellspring, he had hijacked the Reed's transmitter to speak with his fellow conspirators in arrangements for survival. Watching Kurt's plot unfold made you realize that despite your involvement, in the end you were just a subsidiary part of Struggle, a chaotic outside actor with effect but no real influence. Now, waiting for Kurt's return, you feel a little solace in that. You aren't ready to be dragged into another struggle, not yet. Still have your freedom to win, and looking at Seraphim next to you, you know what he does too. Right, we're on. Kurt comes out of a passage nearby, nodding to the two of you to follow. Leads you both into the mine market passageways. This time not to a steaming market hall that lies beneath the deepest streets, to a cramped room walled with pipes and rusted panels. Looks a little longer, he nods to you both. Hold here. It exchanges a serious look with you before pushing off and gliding back out of the room. You try to your relationship having settled to a quiet and mutual respect. His eyes are on bigger things now, workers' councils and contract negotiations, and you know that. Perhaps one cycle ahead, you'll find a moment to drink together once again and discuss everything that has happened. For now, Kurt has other things on his mind. Stefan settles again. Shoot him a look, but his focus is elsewhere. His eyes glazed over. Hold his arms and wait. Sarah? Teller enters so quietly that in the dim room you barely notice her. She shoots you a look and a smile as she enters. Thank you. She mouths silently, and then turns to your attention to her brother. Teller. Stefan says her name like a sigh, like an exhale. He's shaking his head, his eyes already shining with uncontrollable emotion. He rushes across the room, flying into Seraphim at speed. They embrace, softly spinning the dust and dark, their fingers dug into each other's backs. They separate, a couple of pristine spheres of briny tears spinning away through the air as they do. Safe. They're not taking a breath. I'm safe. He smiles reassuringly, settling him. And in this settling, this dish of care, see a whole network of signs, secrets. Ella is the calm to Seraphin's storm. Big sister eases his heart. She looks him up and down. You're so big. Sarah, she laughs at her own statement. You've grown up? She tries to make it sound approving rather than patronizing. Just like the same sister. You're just the same, sister. Devin shakes his head. me big but make me feel small. The moment the statement leaves his lips, you feel a chill in the room, and you aren't sure if he meant it. Teller flinches a little, hurt but not wanting to show it. I came to find I came to find you, Teller tries again. I need to find you. Stefan looks torn. You see him somewhere. Seeing him something you've come to recognize. Slow and careful raising of his fences. Why now? He looks away. It's been a long time, Teller. Mom dad finally decided they want Mom dad finally decided they want me to come home. A ripple of emotion runs through Teller, one she can't hide. Sarah, they are after you left, they're gone. I thought you would have. She struggles to find words. It's been a long time. As Stefan sets his face into a stern look of control, you know he's raging inside. And in this moment, you feel closer to him than you've ever felt for in a while. Sarah folds her arms, trying to regain a little control of the exchange. It's good to see you, Sarah. So good. You know what is coming, and you see Sarah from brace for it too. I can't leave with you. He looks pained. It isn't easy for me. It isn't easy for her either. Stefan can only nod, a dulling acceptance rushing over him. He's stubborn. I wanted to find you, and I have. I can see you are strong and well, and he shoots you a glance. You have your life here. But the people here, the other contractors, they were the ones who found me. They have kept me going since I ended up here. Desperate and alone. He smiles warmly. It's not that I own them. It's that they are my family too. He gently places a hand on his shoulder. I know you understand this. She smiles at you. We all find our families out here. Stefan smiles a rare smile, his eyes red. We do, sister. Braces her again. Separate until it turns her attention to you. I know you will take care of my brother, Sleeper. Smiles. I saw it in your eyes when you came to the pit head. She approaches and puts a hand on your shoulder. I can see you're building something of value. That ship of yours. I hope so. He nods and takes her hand away. Folds her arms again, a sense of control returning. There's a wisdom and experience to tell of it brings a certain calm to you. And you feel that now. You two be staying here for a while, or tell it's between you and Seraphin? Seraphin cuts in before he can answer. Not long, he smiles. We have our own freedom to find. Hello, nods. Just be aware, you're free to pass the arcade, but after that, this thing's going to be locked down for a while, at least until Kirkland establishes council. Next time you come, she smiles proudly, be a very different place. In Teller say this, you suddenly see the authority in her and realize that one of those council seats may well have a name on it. Look beneath the two of them and realize they have years to catch up, and they'd probably rather do that without you watching. Nod to them and step out of the room, living conversation starting up the moment you leave. You follow the twisted corridors back up to Chasm Row. You smile to yourself at the thought of Tala and Seraphin united at last. You hope this whole adventure will make Seraphin a little less moody, even though you know deep down will probably make him worse. Oh well, hey, Junie. My dress updated. Nice. You wait, you passed a tired looking journey. Riding out, huh? Besides, I'm not sure I can give a sheet left to wager. What should you lose? He sprains to his fingers for a second, making calculations. Too much, he shrugs. Gonna set myself in for a nap. Disappears into berths. Lighting the sight himself and quietly comes back to the week. He immediately settles himself in cockpit and starts running diagnostics on the engines. Looks up as you enter and shoots you all a smile. See you all here, up here, Sleeper. Getting ready to head out. How are you doing? Are you wanting to leave? How are you doing? I'm good, Sleeper. Really good. Clicks the sequence of switches. Sleeper, Servant turns to face you. Thank you. Smiles. I appreciate you bringing us all the way out here. I won't forget it. I'm glad. Smiles. But say it was nice to see you getting to meet Teller after all this time. He's found a place here. I'm really happy for him. Looks away out of the cockpit windows at Wellspring. She always has the she always was the responsible one. I was always the one running away. I guess some things never change. Devon quietly watches the diagnostics complete. A subtle smile on his lips. Devon quietly watches the diagnostics complete. A subtle smile on his lips. One thing for sure. Been here too long. Devon meets eye. It's been seen by too many people. Let's be maybe far out for Utsubo territory, but I'm sure I can find a way to reach his nasty claws out here. Give him enough time. Let's give him a chance. Hey guys! Bliss voice echoes up the passage to the cockpit. They lean in the door, looking between the two of you. The cockpit has just dumped a lot of fuel outside our ship. It was a gift. Don't have and look at each other. Or we could. Devon looks up and see the vet. Thank you on his way of telling us to get going. Devon kicks off and lights out the cockpit. Hey, so, Bliss smiles. I too have been busy, so have I. Been looking at the rig's drive and reckon it's due for an upgrade. We'll need engine components, quite a few, so keep an eye out. This shrugs. That's tend to be a good place to look. But thanks, Bliss. Blinks. Anytime. Bye. It helps her from that fuel. This leaves cockpit. You find yourself lost in thought. Considering your next step, how the ice expanse of Wellspring splinters. The icy expanse of Wellspring glitters below. You're not free to leave Wellspring. You have the HasNav unit installed and freely travel through the fields on the belt map. Nice. Apparently currently starving, so let's get some food in. Oh well. Let's see. We are on the map. Only up here. Your home's what? We navigate immediately to Float Sam. Or I can't really go this long. We can, huh? Not heading indeed, that's a little too far. That's our current drives. The rest is head spot. Go to scatter yards, huh? Let's we can make a relay over Lotsam, huh? That sounds good. How about we go there? This sort of stuff is going here. On the way. Rig glides safely through the debris cloud, public empty apart from you and Seraphim. So, Sleeper, I've been thinking. Seraphim gives you a sly look of his shoulder. I've been thinking, I'm sick of running. Me too. I mean, if we want to keep going the way we run out of belt. Beyond Wellsprings, most of the wards and emancipated scavengers and all. Our city board hard. Only that, we've been building something here, Sleeper. The crew, a ship, miles, well, just got his HasNav suit for free. He runs the unit on top of his flight console. What I'm asking is, how do you feel about taking Lane on? Should we go to war with Utsubo? Tell me more. Tell me more. Seeing what's happening in Wellspring. What Teller's doing. Shakes his head. Kurt is a fool. And he's onto something. Gun me inside. Organize, undermine. And I can get involved with. I like the sound of that. I bet you do. Devon smiles. He's enjoying this. Think about it, Sleeper. Find a way back onto the dark side quietly. We make some connections. We start something running. Sends back to his console. That'd be one hell of a thing. Super ruthless, and when we run that side, there's got to be plenty of people fed up with him. Different shots. They've gotten worse on the lane since they pushed the other gangs out. Smile and shake your head. At how fast Surfing can bounce back when he wants to. As you do, you can't help but consider his plan. Look, maybe it's crazy, but we need to save Harbor either way. Coordination, the scatter yard. We'll tuck us away, keep us quiet from everyone. C7 has his coin in his hand and is turning it over between his fingers as he speaks. Maybe we can help us get into the dark side. But even if we don't, it's a good place to rest up and make the plan. Inspect controls to deal with a rapid beep from the new HAZ unit. Starward, you've heard of them. They have a reputation of a fiercely independent set of shipyards. Just out of Darkside. Hiding place right under Lane's nose. If you've got things to do elsewhere first, go ahead. We won't be back in Wash. Lane will be looking for us. The Wash. Seven turns his focus back to piloting the ship. As you watch the brief lit pass the ship, turn to focus on what's ahead. Yeah. Actually, kind of don't anyway, yeah. Oh, we're back here. I saw it. Seven comes charging into the bunks. Actually saw it. He's wild-eyed. His breath is raged. Are you okay? Seven takes a moment to catch his breath. Suddenly aware of vantage sounds. He twins at you. Have you noticed how supplies have been going missing every so often when we travel? Have they? Yes, Seven nods excitedly. You suddenly recall the mysterious mess of it was left behind the supply storage. Seven eyes would flicker of recognition in your eyes. So, after it happened a couple of times, I decided to keep an eye on the supply store. Seven lowers his voice. You know, check from time to time. And just beside, I drifted down here, pretty quiet. Then, whoosh, something flew past me. Shakes his head. Knocked me right onto the wall. Something? I don't know. Came for me fast. A creature. Seven says the last word with emphasis. There's really a creature loose on the ship. You look around the path, suddenly aware that something could be hiding nearby. Tucked into events perhaps? You know, this is thing like supplies, right? Seven also glancing around behind places. We lock them down tighter. Keep it out. We'll get desperate. And then, Seven right finger, I'll make a mistake. What are you talking about? Blizzings and from Coda. I can hear all the way from the workshop. There's a creature on the ship. This looks between the two of you with a raised eyebrow. Creature? Are you sure? Something small, dark. Something fast. Seven looks at Bliss. I'm going to lock up the supplies to drive it out. Seven looks at Bliss looks at Seven. So now you don't want to make it any more scared and desperate than it already is. How about we lock up the supplies, but leave them out in a special place to feed it. And grab it, Seven times yet. No, this looks between the two of you. Show that it has nothing to fear. We tame it. Didn't seem like tameable. Seven rubs his sore ribs. Must be only waste enough supplies on this thing. Want to give it more? Seven turns to you. You think, sleeper. You look between the two of them, still puzzling the strange for each to find Seven. Let's try to tame it, not provoke it. What a waste. Alright, Bliss nods. You'll have to come down to the supply store every few cycles and put out some more food. That way it won't get desperate and do anything dangerous. I'll load the supplies up tight, Seven folds his arms. Won't get into them anymore. That said, Bliss and Seven leave above, heading in separate directions. Watch them go. Seems your ship has a stowaway. The question is, how will you deal with it? It's you, the mere voice that goes from the tunnel behind you. Oh hey, Fammy. It's been a while. Return to the passage to see if Fammy towering over you. He shakes his head. He's getting better. What's up? Take a guess. He folds a glance over his shoulder. Remember Nia, a sister of mine you got all excited about a job you never took her on? Well, she found someone who will take her. Seeing angry burning in Femmy's eyes, but there's a tightness there too. He folds his arms across the broad chest. Symbol crash has been in repair since we got out of Hatesport. Caught up in that whole mess. Femmy sighs. So, then, here she gets born and set to sail with another job. But no, you're in the way. Femmy glares at you. I'm in the Hatesport. No idea. It was some kind of alert, but we were already on our way out. Give it much thought when the whole place went up. Lots away. It was steady out ever since. We came here. That is. Kimball Cash can't leave right now. I'm halfway through reviving the damn thing. Something else Nia's supposed to do. Asked around, turns out Nia signed up on some idiots heading out to Cutter's End. Let me say the name of an empress you can't place. Can't place. They're as green as you, meaning they have no idea what they're doing out in a place like that. So you, let me jabs the chest with a finger, go and take me out there to get her. I'll show you the way. Yes, she's doing, I'm sure. And if she does, but who she's with, sure as hell don't. Leaving to chance. Look, I know where these things can go. I got shit I can pay. He glances. I'll pay for the parts of Kimble Crash needed when no one sells them anyway. After 250 cryo. He folds his arms across his chest. No bargaining. Meantime, I'm going to try to get the Kimble Crash ready to make the run herself. The shape she's in, she's not best idea to head out there alone. Suddenly see desperation in his eyes. He would risk everything for Nia. We're waiting. We need to head out soon. Harry grips his shoulder. Don't test my patience. Harry takes off and glides back down the passageway towards his ship. Don't even think about stepping out of flotsam without me. It was back to you. And we're way later. Oh, lovely. Yeah. Okay. I got to. Don't use it yet, so let's just get our stuff in order, okay? First we need fuel. We also need supplies. Can't even do all of that, huh? Get some stuff done. Only 8. That's better. I broke, but at least I have stuff on me. Seems ready to take Nicholas. Purple shit out of Cutter's end. Only you could save him from himself. Okay. I see. And bit of stuff to do. Fire stowaway. Raid or starve the stowaway. Help Femi. Cutter's end, which is our next thing. So head sport. Go to Skayards and return that side, which also needs to go to Skayards. Yeah. Let's find out what actually happened to head sport. The whole thing blew up the second we left. Okay, I see there's a... Okay, we didn't have to do that. I see. Just say and stuff, you should leave supplies out for the store until it's ready to reveal itself. Okay, I can definitely try that. Oh, you have fully broken dice, so there's that. Work here, I'm pretty sure to get some ship parts. Or might need strap components as well, I guess. There's probably another ship station there now. Have to see if we get some here. Let's first though go out to help them. Cutter's End. He has signed on to a job at Cutter's End, and Femi is worried about him. Wants you to find her and get her out. It's bad. For sure. Yeah, I did some dedicated work in here. Yeah, right, only. Yeah, Bliss, cause Bliss is nice. Alright, Femi, come with me, of course. Just... hell is happening out there? Femi is up and out of his seat and himself and brings the rest near the airstrike known as Cutter's End. His name is one of those origin is one whose origin has become increasingly obvious. You approach through thick clouds of debris and chunks of rock, on which corroded remains of wrecks could be seen floating. Now as you look out on the splintered and terraced rock, you can't help but feel slowly growing sense of dread. Sorry, I'm just quickly opening up my window. It's reaching almost 27 degrees in my room right now. Warm, too warm. God, I haven't get in front of my window. So... Already feel much better. There's a lovely cold breeze coming in. Look there. When it comes close to the cockpit, look there. When it comes close to the cockpit glass, it points to the terraced quarry cut into the rock. Mine's awake. Look out and see flickering lights with glowing dot markers. That's some right. Neither is that. 7 knots towards the asteroid. You see the ship now. Cut into the shadow of the rock, flashing its signal lights at you. Isn't that the crew we're looking for? Visitors, huh? The voice wavers weakly as it comes through the ship comms. Are you not friendly? Stefan glances back at you, raising his eyebrow. It's long before you and Fermi are suiting up, and an agreement has been made between Seraph and pilot of the other ship. A man called Barrett? Barrett? It's not Bird, it's Barrett. Barrett? Barrett. Interesting name. In a neutral ground of open space. I mean, silent is anger evident in the way he forces his legs into the trousers of his suit. When you're out, a vast shape of colors and flickering with strange lights below you, and the pinpricks of a pilot suit's lights slowly come close ahead. Barrett. AG Spacer, huh? Neat suit. Dude. Nice beanie. Utah's sight for sore eyes. Sees cutted grin from Barrett, framed in the very hard lines of his ramshackle spacesuit. That brings you out the ass of Stuart belt. His sharp eyes seeing you and Fermi checking out his suits in the air. For someone. That eyes flick to you and you notice a familiar reaction across his face. The acknowledgement that he recognizes you as a sleeper. Oh, look like bounty hunters. Bert lands between the two of you and Ben smiles his crooked smile. Oh, he can. Well, he kinda does. He nods at Fermi. You want a freelancer out here? What a freelancer out here. Fermi interrupts his voice flat and direct over the comms channel. Mia, where is she? Bert pauses, considering his answer. All crew is down the throat of that thing. He jerks a thumb towards the asteroid. You're welcome to wait. Tone of his voice, just the opposite. But after you know, we look out after the crew. So, you're here to settle a debt. I'm here to take her home. Fermi cuts him off. I'm not waiting. This thing is, big man. Ed grins. A deep cry on tip off, so unless you want to show some down the dark maze of that place, you should have a lot. Turn on the lights. Ed looks over at the flickering quarry as if he was there. What's back to you? Was that when we got here? He shrugs. Enough. Fermi cuts in again. Both know President has been dead for as long as anyone can remember. Even then, it wasn't worth the risk to pick around those tunnels. Diane moves closer to Bert. That rock has claimed more clues than any other. That smile fades. You're gonna be rude, I'm done talking. Who's to say you aren't trying to jump our claim? Forget this. Jim returns ahead and heads back to the ship. Bert smiles to you. Big man seems sketchy. Grins at the rate. He's gonna get you in trouble. Better teach to the ship and you to yours. I need to go in. Fermi's impatiently gathering tools and loading them into the rock. Right now. Where's Bert hiding? Who cares? It'll clear think they are into something and they are desperate to keep it to themselves. Or better to his undress. Fermi grabs the cutting torch to make. There's a borehole on this side of the rock. There's in under the radar. Or we dive right from the main shaft. Sorry. I'll leave the call to you. Drives in the airlock and stares at Fermi's angrily tool grabbing. With cheap cool hats. Glance at you. The look looks dangerous enough even when you're thinking straight. Fermi ignores him. Get ready to depart, well aware that you are heading into a situation you don't quite understand. Lovely. We got the central shaft. Borehole. Use the central shaft, cut a path and clear debris. We got always 2 people who can do that. Or we can do the side entrance, which is always one person who can do that. I'm definitely more open to the other side. Well, they're all the same section size though, but this is just easier for us to do, so I'll probably do that. Best, but at least we're doing it. Just use this that I have bad rolls. Yep. That was enough a little. Get through it. Nice, nice, nice. I'll probably rest one day though. We don't have that many supplies, so we try to be as fast as we can. Not many is one less. Oh, please, no. Damn it. It's unfortunate. Okay, we did this one done, hopefully positive. Thank God. Okay, Cutter's End. You felt rumbling growing as you descend into Cutter's End. No one has wanted to bring any attention to it. Now flowing in cavernous rock-walled passage, it's impossible to ignore. Something out there, Bliss's voice crackles over and comes. Something moving. Think down the tunnel beyond the limits of your suit's light. Where you see something flicker there, the unseen passage beyond. There's a strangeness to mind to its flashing lights and empty conveyors. Find on some residual power. Well, Fatmi has told you it wasn't always like this. Kalazen has a fearsome reputation as a dark and deadly maze. The ripped open rock not worthy the trouble of its corroded salvage. Now it's a moving maze, its automated systems giving a new faltering life, back from hundreds of cycles in the shadows. One of those systems is rumbling through the dark ahead. Keep it moving, Fatmi passes you in the passage. No need to wait. Make it slow. Far behind, we catch up. When the lights ahead, the beams of his suit lights painting the rock walls of the cavern in pale grey. Whereas the lights reveal an another tunnel cutting across this one, offering 3 roads ahead. Suddenly, you're blinded by a wall of light beyond the intersection. Rumble is everywhere, shaking dust and rock off the wall in dense clouds. Looking into the light, you see a ring of lamps. In between them, the graining maw of some terrible machine bears down on the crew, grinding through the breeze. First tape or push past. Well, not pushing past, but definitely look from this tape. Positive, come on. At least neutral. Your eyes and scan the walls around them. There, revealed in your powerful lamps and mind machine, you see a small square passage cut into the rock. Then the others, you dodge inside, gliding to the safety of the dark passage. A moment later, the machine rumbles past the entrance. In the hail of debris into the tunnel. Don't stop. Carried forward by the tide of rock, you emerge into another cavern. Good. His voice is broken up by death over here. Curtis seems staring into the dark, shaking his head. What the hell was that thing? This breathing matches with Famous. It tried to eat us. I need to keep moving. Famous dusting off his suit. The mining machine must be keeping near screw down here. I have to get past it. Keeping him down here. Minds drift some voice options. Any crew really hope to survive all of this? When they woke up this place, they woke up the machine. It starts to move down the passage. It's an old podium. It's not hunting us down. It's not smart. Roy turns back to face you. His eyes minged with attitude and stress. You can beat it. Hope it's right. Hope he's right. Do hope. Pause a path or find a path? Find a safe path. I have advantage on both. The rest is just, I mean, you know. He certainly would be the person to force the path. I'll help him with that. Neutral is nice enough. Neutral is nice enough. Need to rest another time though. Now hopefully we don't roll another one on ourselves, because that will result in a cracked dice. Oh, that was easy. Oh, good enough. Yes. Let's see. Not for me as the bad rolls. Bliss is at least Someone of very different opinions on what to do. One very good, one very bad. That's how we do it. This is how we do it, I guess. Another one. Come on. Positive. We don't have to use another one. Nice. Okay, neutral. Gives me stress, but I'll be fine. Still on one. Three sleeper. Then betten Sie over to a section of a cavern wall. Light over and immediately spot where he is found. The large passage splitting off from this one. There's not the passage itself that's of interest. The remains of a barricade freshly welded that draws your attention. Came through here. His eyes flick over the wounds. Try to keep it out. The fresh cuts in the wall, the stone gouged out. Crumpled metal, bent and crushed. Most tellingly, the flattened remains of a rolling torch embedded into the rock. Who took a stand in this very place? Reached down and put a hand on the reins of the torch. He was here. Can you feel it? Rumble through the torch. Rumble through the torch, through the rock wall. Look up and Fermi and see it in your face. The machine's coming. Go, Fermi meets eye. Get safe. He looks over to his shoulder and suddenly he's bathing in the blind light of the machine's lamps. No, we stay together. Go to progress, but Fermi kicks you in the chest, sending you spinning away out of the path of the machine. Time you catch yourself into the cavern wall, turn, you see Fermi in the middle of a passage entrance, lit white in the lamps. He waits tantalizingly long until he knows the machine is coming for him, and then he kicks off hard and lights into the dark. The machine rumbles through the a hail of rock and dust, and you follow after it, bending away chunks of stone. You're slowed by the debris, and the machine pulls out ahead, rumbling endlessly onward, through the tunnels, through rock and metal. And it's gone. Cavern shakes, filling with dust, your vision grey. Comes slick and hiss, a chunk of rock bumped off the faceplate of your helmet. Then you see them, the faint lights of a Femi suit as he struggles through the dust. Got it, Femi says as he reaches you, his hands on your shoulders. Someone, we got it. Takes some time to understand what happened. The dust clears, you find yourself at the tip of a shaft filled with debris. This huge pit, thick with shards of rock, must have been a refuse pit from a mine, a place to pipe the waste. The machine is straight into the shaft, straight into the open space of debris, bending itself against the million razor-sharp bits of rock. Looking down into the pit, your lamps illuminate a few pieces of the machine. The rest is surely down there, deep inside the dense debris cloud. It isn't long before Femi is calling you once again, this time to another, still complete barricade. Barricade over the door to a machine room, sealed and secure. The last retreat of the crew you followed into this nightmare. Please, God. Machine room and tailing pit. Search the pit for a machine, I guess, huh? Wouldn't be bad. But let's first clear out the main part we're here. Whatever. Cut the doorway and break doorway. I can do both. The rest is unfortunately not to be helpful with this. I don't need more stress. Not like that. Not like that. Get one more sleep and then hopefully we'll roll better than this. At least make me 1-1. Break them fully. These two, I guess. Not that one. Just the way it is. Maybe we'll barely any better. I'm not sure, but at least be neutral. Yes, even positive. Now, come on, positive as well. You can do it. Okay, neutral. At least neutral. Come on. Yes. As the barricade door has been opened, you're blinded once again by a wall of light. You and Femi raise your hands instinctively, straight into the lamps and dust. A flash of fear in the pit of your stomach. Brace yourself for what's to come. Femi? The voice comes crisp and clear over the local comms. What are you doing here? Pioneer, it's from the spirited salvager. Air drifts out to the lights and an old dust-caked suit. That's between the two of you with a blank expression, thinking rapidly. The stares at her, frozen for a moment, then rushes to her, wrapping her in a wide embrace. They float there in the light and dust, two bodies bound together. Nia pulls back. I don't understand. You followed me out here? He looks over at you, then back at Femi. How'd you find me? Without telling me what you expect, Femi glares at him. You weren't ready for this. Nia retreats further at Femi's words, slipping out of his reach. Femi. Nia shakes her head. All these years, you have no idea what I'm ready for. Movement in the light catches your eye. You see motion through the dust. Figure in the suit drifts out, hunched and clutching their abdomen. They turn to face Nia and you see her lips as they speak on the private channel. Look over to Femi, but he is staring straight ahead, his eyes wide with anger. You, points to the figure. What kind of idiot are you, dragging my sister out here to this place? With a machine running riot? He moves towards the figure. Speak up, what are you thinking? Nia blocks the path forward, in between Femi and the figure. Femi, you meathead, she glares at her. My job, I brought them here. But Femi, for once, felt silent. It takes a while to make a return to the ship back up to Cutter's End. Especially with Nia, an injured crewmate. As you ascend, Nia tells you a story of a job. By keeping his distance and leading the way in silence. The mine machine you faced had been looking to extract a job. No, the mine machine you faced was what she'd been looking to extract. A job she and Baird. I don't know how to pronounce him. Baird. Sorry. Baird had put together after meeting in the Nemo estate. The only way to jumpstart the machine and the access that would open up meant to salvage. One of those pre-collapse boring machines was of major cryo to any mining outfit in the belt, and Baird had a contract who was ready to buy. It was going well until Hirata here. Nia nods at the crumpled-looking crewmate. Put the mining machine up to the main line. Something went in its automation core and was lost and it lost its shit. When I was to barricade it and put together a shot trap to fire the code. Nia looks ahead at the back of Femi's suit, far ahead of the tunnel. What's worthless now that my brother's shattered the thing. Not about that. Don't be. If it hadn't worked, he'd been drowned to find powder. Besides, what do you came? In the facility, you noticed most of it's dark now. The power from Baird's jump sign faded away from nothing. So this place will be quiet ruin once more. You sent up through the ferry and out into open space where Baird is waiting. 20 years? Baird shakes his head at Nia. You could have warned me they'd be coming. Not something I knew. She looks at Femi, who was broken off from the group and is heading to the right. However, it doesn't tend to give anyone a warning. I'll take it from here. Baird puts an arm around Hirata to guide them back to the ship. Look, mate. He is a mate. Look, mate. It turns out to you. Not villains. Try to get them out, even if you did screw up the job while you were at it. Grins a cold grin. It makes it a square. That lights the way towards the ship. I should fight back with them, but I'll see you in Flotsam. He gives you a warm smile. Thank you for helping my brother. I know he appreciates you, whatever he does or doesn't say. Watch it go and light as the last flickering lights of colors and fade. However, we can still try to get some here. I'll try to. It's a great wall to do though. But I will try one more day here. A bit more. The chances that the ones that are damaged anyway are going to get damaged. I sure as I hope so. Oh hey, we rolled well. Damn. That's great. I guess. Suppose I will get it now then. Let's see what it brings us. Ooh. Engine components, nice. Then let's leave. Yes. Get my stress down again. The cockpit of surfing when you hear it. Sounds like a muffled crash, an impact vibrating from the back of the ship. There's a wetness to it, especially tape. It sounds like nothing else you've heard. What makes you rush to record on where you see it? cloud of food packets and pieces spraying out into the corridor, looped around by the expanding, stringy shapes of liquid rations leaked from the pouches. What the? Stefan's shoulder. I saw. He pushes past and rushes through the corridors, batting away the beast he does. Not behind, tucking out twisting arms of amber liquid on their way to spatter lazily in the chill walls of the passage. Heads open the doorway of the slippery stores, surveying the chaos. The crates have smashed into each other with serious force and are spilling into the air. Food whirls in some unseen current. What would the creature have done this? Look, Stefan nods at the back vent panel under one of the crates, which is jumping out air with incredible force. Main life support feed from the airway cycler. Goes over it and inspects the panel. It's clawed open. Points out to evenly shaped marks on the outside. Some screws missing, taps the entry holds. Much. Can't have taken much to lever it all. And you hear it. A shrill mew from behind you in the corridor. Stray! Oh my god, look at him! Ah! Look at the cat! Troublesome stowaway, the Stray. Aww, he's just pawing at the Russian cutie. Aww, so cute. Right over the doorway, attractive to the air, batting at the food pouch. Stray barely acknowledges you moves past, and its body to catch the droplets of liquid that are released from packet. What the hell is that? Stefan, his question comes from behind you. It's a cat. What's a cat? So he says the word strangely. Cat. You both lean out the doorway to see where the Stray went. Hey there, girl. Bliss floats to the corridor, beckoning. They hold up their hands so the cat can see him. No one's to take. Not here to take the rations away, alright? Go watch a Stray twist reluctantly through the air. Flexing as it floats and is using its claws to catch one of the corridor's reinforcement grips. Then it swings itself to the wall where it perches and watches Bliss with big eyes. Comfort with its movement in GOG is striking. You realize we have never been able to navigate in microgravity before. It's a cat. Staring Stefan is watching quietly now too. Fascinated by a creature. What they'll be bigger. You've never seen a cat before? I would have seen a cat, Stefan looks at you. Who's seen a cat? Question makes you pause. Where have you seen a cat? Not in the belt, not in COG. Close your eyes and bring to mind a faint image of a cat stretching in the sun. Somewhere warm, somewhere with weight, with gravity. Your phone is bag and reacts sliding against your hand. Careful. Stefan his warning brings you to bed. This is reaching out to Stray. Shh. Scare her. This makes a towering sound. Get Ted's bit on the eye, but we're in spin gravity here. The word's spin gravity there. Babe, this big eyes watch Bliss watch Bliss handed his approaches. You touch the tip of her head, the Stray does not move, not react. Her leg bloods onto the sleeve on the cat. She's been hurt before and taken care of. Scared. Ted is trembling with Bliss' touch. Slowly, she settles and angles her head to scratch her ear. The movement brings back a mysterious memory. Its origin, focusing on it, makes your skin tremble. You're running up your arms. Ruined all of our supplies. Stefan is looking back at the supply store now. Oh, it's usable. You taught me the event and ruined it all. Don't blame her for that. Bliss is floating beside the Stray now, gently petting her. And let her get desperate, and she couldn't have known the event would do that. That's a guess because we didn't feed them again while we were out there. Guess I forgot about that while in the mission. Sorry. Very true, but you can't risk it happening again. We've been on a contract. Stefan gives Bliss a... That may be true, but we can't risk it happening again. What we've been on contract? Stefan gives Bliss a reproachful look. You can't keep it. Shakes her head. Stray, she needs a home. I see her. Bliss looks at you. Sorry, we keep her. Bliss smiles widely, unable to contain the excitement. Don't forget it. Look at Stefan. Last resort for strays as it is. Yes, it is. Stefan concedes. You have to feed her, though, sleeper. She's your responsibility. He eyes the Stray. I never thought a cat would eat that much. Stefan's right. That you need to keep feeding the Stray every few cycles if you want to stick around. It's going to be expensive. Cats are worth it. Stefan reaches out sheepishly towards the Stray. That's what cat bats playfully in his hand. He pulls it away. If you say so. Nice. Not really used to animals. Octopus tries to itself and to pet straight properly. Aww. Guiding his hand to his ears to a stretch, knowing how to approach her. Is it a memory of that other cat runs through your mind? Feels like a warm, all that touch it. Pain. Can't help but pick at it, knowing that it might contain some distant part of you. Make home for a story. Oh, hey Eugene, what's up? We got a moment? He finds you on your berth. I have news about the Aphelion. Yes, the series you very see etched into the hard lines of his face. With the ship he's talking about, the Aphelion Path, the last surviving stellar faction ship, the Helios system. The story is to be believed. Putting out some feelers of a lost ship. Something came back. Its wellness information might lead to some unwanted source. Like with a contract of mine, a signal chaser. Working out of a hole. Promising data. Well, the trails from a hidden vect we found, calculated the possible vectors. The thing is still in the Helios system. Just shoals. Puts his arm across his spot chest, watching your action. Chaser, myth, huh? Trust the signal chaser? That's in his breath. As much as I trust anyone, I haven't told him exactly what we're tracking. Gave him the signature. His strategy hasn't figured out, but probably his signal chaser gone quiet. Nothing for a few sightings now. He shakes his head. Maybe he got wise of value of what he found. I doubt it. He just took a holiday. He dreams his own joke. Why don't you pay a visit to the hollow chap goes to contract to see how valuable data looks. Looks like where can we pay a visit? Okay. It looks good. It looks good. We go and get the ship. Doesn't no harm to fall. What about Vesna? What about it? Maybe she's involved. Doubt it, but he holds up a finger. Good she comes sniffing after on the artifact when the whiff of the data gets out. She does. All I've got. She winks. Keep it between us, right? Well, that was no one yet. Hollow. Remember, what's the stake here, sleeper? A stellar ship, a ticket out of Helion. Hits your hand on the shoulder. It'll be worth it. Hey, June drifts. I bet Eugene drifts out of the vents, whistling. What now? Can I please just get into the station, goddammit? I'm starving. When you arrive, breaking flotsam, Fleming pushes past the ship. The moment the docking tunnel is contacted, he's off. Out the alerting down passage. Well, go after him then, Servant sighs, up from his diagnostics. You're filming the passage between the dots, when the lights towards him. At the glimpse of Nia's face, his shoulder. She looks nervous, slowing her approach as she comes close to Femi. His considerable frame blocking the tunnel. For my eye, Nia starts. Femi holds up a hand to quiet her. I'm sorry. Your voice is flat, quieter than usual. I'm the one who's sorry. I made the excuse to myself that I was trying to protect you. Femi looks down. I was trying to control you. But suffocating you? Yes. Nia's eyes. I see that now. It took something like this for me to see it is on me. From his voice cracks in the tunnel suddenly feels small and timid. Folds his arms, regains composure. I understand if shut up, you idiot. Nia violently embraces her brother, banging him into the metal wall. She laughs, wiping her eyes. My sniffs. I've had enough of your speeches. Nia smiles. Apology accepted. Yo, I want to get done with other stuff too. Yeah. It's not a speech. I can't help but take this typical self-serious tone of Nia. You see, it makes her smile. I have something I need to say. Powerful person. I've been trying to curb that. Because it scares me. Scares me how little it scares you. There's an uncharacteristic light laugh. Well, I'll stop placing those limits on you. In fact, I want you to have the ship. When it seems pleased, please, but this stuns Nia to silence. I can make my own way. Find word with you, Cruz. Glances over his shoulder at you. Perhaps he will take me on. No thank you. I mean, he's nice, but I probably... It's the first character I'm like, we can take him on, but I don't feel like him. I guess I can think about it. I need some time away from leading from. Uh, let me get some water. Let me drink some water right now because my throat is drying out too much. This is my reminder to you all to get hydrated. Some water. Been going for about 2 hours now, so yeah, if you haven't yet, also get your time to take a little stroll, move your legs a little, drink water, obviously, maybe go to the toilet. Don't worry. I'm not going anywhere just yet. Okay, let's see. Made some time away from leading, from captaincy. It's a word I haven't heard yet over as well. Well, you need anything, but he puts a hand on her shoulder. Come on, crush is yours. Your size. We really need to listen more. I don't want your ship. It's her turn to be pleased with Shot. You're right, I am a powerful person. Gosh, that showed me I'm not ready to lead. I want to learn more, to work with a crew, but preferably not one I'm related to. Punches him to the shoulder playfully. And looks over at Femi's shoulder at you. Do you think the Seabass crew might be the right fit? However, I'll let you take on. Suddenly felt the attention. Yeah. Oh, it's an interesting choice to take between you. Suddenly felt the attention of a moment shifted to you. Your apparent role in this family drama. Nia puts her hands on her hips. We'll see, what do you think? Yeah, surely you can come with us. You're not. I'm not really. Now we've learned a lot from you. Why are you showing Femi for this one? She's speaking. He turns to the corridor to face you, his face set in an intimidating glare. You better take good care of her. Smiles. You better take good care of her. He smiles, but can't help but take him seriously. How about we find somewhere to celebrate? And he pushes Femi towards you, down the corner. Come on. Then you find yourself in Manila Estate, in the quiet corner of Femi. You see his eyes on Nia, who's at the bar trying to get the attention of the server. What's the secret? I turns to you. Why you stop it rain down you down? The crew, your connections, all those people rely on you. My phones. Why do you ever wait? Don't tell on, say do not think about it, I'll live for it. To be fair, I'm a robot in body. Cause the stress will go different on me, but I have a mind, like I'm based off a human person. Not the OG, but the metal recreation of him. Like for those who have watched the movie, Mickey 17's probably kinda like it. Kinda. But it is biological copies and not like here, it's just lower copies, which probably is easier to do than the biological ones. But hey, I don't know. Nothing that is probably easy. We'll see if everything ever like that will ever happen anywhere close to this words. Or the other way around, biological copies. We'll see. Definitely not in my lifetime, I'm probably sure. But I hope not. Don't carry it alone. Why not? I have to do better at that. Asking for help. Same, dude. Same. Sits down at the table, smiling. Takes a long sip from the straw of his container. The last dregs of something amber and potent, displaying as he does. Look up at you. Gone, isn't she? Look over the bar and can't see him on the cloud. That Femi confused. There's never really good with goodbyes. He smiled. Be waiting at the ship. Don't worry. Aww. Oh, Nia, how you do it like that? It's sad. And you not even say probably goodbye to him, you just leave him there. Aww. It's rude. He said sound strength. Time I left too. He squeezes your shoulder. I got things to work on. Look after yourself, sleeper. Pushes himself away from the corner and drifts out the bar. Watch him go. One more body passing through the belt, trying to find a way to change the future. Oh yeah, money! Woohoo! We're rich again. Little sister, recruit Nia to a crew. Yay! May she be a nice member of our crew. Now let's fill up on food and yeah, fuel here. And let's work a little to get some ship parts, don't we? Yeah, we'll scrap. Oh, we're already here. Whoops. Oh, I'm really negative. You know, just get a little food quickly to not starve. There it is. No escape. Oh, finally some good fucking food here. Yeah, let's try to get rid of that one stress, I guess. Oh god, we have so many stuff here. The weight supply store, we got the cargo bay, we got the weight. There's so much stuff I need to look at properly. Let's try to get rid of that one stress. Nice. Oh boy, yes. Now we have Nia as well. But hey, Nia's gotten that still Bliss is also got it, but better at it. What also means? Oh yes, get double. Nice. We're extra good with that one. We're extra good. Okay. Yeah. Let's see what we can do on our ship here. We have the engine, which is probably what we mentioned earlier. I need. Oh, I need 8 engine components. I can buy them here though, right? Buy engine components. Yeah. Let's work a little more. I mean, it's not like, you know, anyone's coming after us this quickly. Not yet. Not yet. I mean, not yet. I'm glad for more, you know, make more 2 points. Night supply store is here. Beat the strain. Directly, but she's still a little nervous. Doing it cool. Well, let's feed her once and see how get her fed. I don't know if it's a really thing to track that down, how it goes, but hey. Oh. Let's get, yeah, let's get some stuff back. Nice. We gained that supply. And let's get some money. Oh, yeah, this one. Maintenance gives us 8, which is okay. Duration also gives us 8. I work over here. And work over here. We just can buy scrap. At least we gain reliable money. Need to make 100. That's for sure. To even be able to afford the other stuff. That's fine. Wait, 8. At 5. We need 150. It's a bit more. We need to cry from a fault still. They're helping. Closest was strap. This one gives us strap 2. Okay, so it doesn't really matter which one I do. You can sell it somewhere else though. I know that for sure. It's not right here, not right now. It's fine. We will need to eat though. Tomorrow. That's the rest of it. Cover one we need to do. Workshop for once dice. I already did. We aren't that exhausted after all. At least not bad. Okay. Let's eat first. I'm doing no progress again now. Don't like it. I don't like it. Yeah. Negative. You would get it in. Why don't feed it every cycle? It would be a little much, you know. Just feeding over bad. Still go and do other stuff, like sell this shit, but let's do as much as we can over here, I'd say. Honestly, I should do all these here. Best they can do is being at least we're neutral, still need the money, you know. It's not the scrap. Which is probably honestly pretty much fine. It's 7, almost at 8. It's another 10, so 2 more. While I will try to cultivate another supply for us. Nice. A recycle. Getting some things done over here. I like. Oh, that's practical. Do this. Do this. Now we even have some bonus money. Then we have V8. Let's go and check on our engines. And if we need these. No. I'll take our engine. Nice, +5 fuel capacity. Nice, 8 engine components. Nice. It means we could buy more fuel. Okay. I'll eat. No, I'm leaving. For this area. Belt, we need to get to the station we are at before. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah. Wait, is 20 in effect. That's true. Yeah, Holmes Rod wouldn't be bad. What was the area where we were able to? It's down here. What's the green belt area? What's the hollow? No, where were we? Go to fast spindle first, huh? Fast spindle was the first one we had. What's the one? Was that Holmes Rod? No. Trying to think of. Oh, hey, darling. I mean, what do you mean I'm still going? It's just been 2 hours. Not that long. Roughly the minimum time we do. But I hope you're doing well. Hehehe. Oh, we'll get him. Silly bunny. You get some tiger emotes. I told you, bunny emotes, I'm afraid. Sometime. I'll need to take a look into that anyway. The ones people like. Yeah, we keep progressing pretty well. I'm just trying to figure out where I want to go. Yeah, it's the fast spindle I want to go. It is very much gonna sell the scrap to get my money back. Oh, fucking money. And yeah, there it is. Also, hey, I know +2 in my mechanic skills. Basically, F4 definitely guaranteed to be 100% positive, and F3 or better, at least likely to be 50-50 positive or neutral. So no bad outcomes from a 3 and above. That's crazy. And it's like we have an irregular amount, so we have one remaining in the end. At least we're getting liquid again. Yes, we're getting processed scrap, whatever we can do with that. Honestly, I don't know. How much money do we get from here? Which bio? Okay. Isn't bad. So they probably try to fuel up again. Oh, we can fit 15 in here. Yeah. I should go and feed the cat. Maybe you missed it, but we have a cat now. We have a cat in the ship. They smuggled in, I'm afraid. We're dealing with them the way we can. Yeah, I'll clean that one. Yeah, very lovely. Was immediately first picture of him was pawing at the next food ration. Silly little thing. Okay, more money. It's nice. Okay, this is a bit hard. What's the current? Yeah, okay, get to hollow. Little stereoids. Hollow is down here, so we should first it. Or should we not go here? We can build like the green belt again, I guess. Well, it's lovely we get in your ship too. I hope it's not as bad as ours one though. You little. I see what you just added. You silly. Yeah, my one tiger mode you allow me to have my own channel. Oh look, there we are. Look at him. 10 point something else again. Something soft and furry rubbing against your nose. Sit bolt upright. The stray kicks off from your bunk and settles on the ceiling. Back curled up, looking down at you accusingly with some big eyes. Sorry. Stray gently pushes off the ceiling with a soft paw and sends to the edge of your bunk. But puts its paws, front claws, into the mattress pad. Hey! Cat movement 0G is still odd. It needs to move naturally through it, yet its shape is so connected to rarity and braided in your mind. Cat should have a heavy, soft form of a mammal. Angrily liquid presence of a floating thing in front of you. Well, to be fair, cats are mostly liquid anyway. So, you know, it's probably cat would literally be one of the best animals to have in GOG. We've seen videos of like people having those in like these GOG flights. We're going down, but cats will be interested with how gravity works and, well, no gravity works. This one obviously has lived in GOG for a while. Pet display or stretch it behind its ear. Ooh, very good options. They use its hood claws, twist and spin itself so it softly slides against you with its back, rubbing against your arm and purring. You know what it wants. Stretch behind its ears. Stretch behind the spray's pointed ears, and the cat pushes its head back against your hand. They close its eyes and purrs. Aww. I need to think how the stray got out here. Perhaps on a ship near a system, slipping on at the Eye or Sintra. Before that, its ancestors were perhaps carried out to Helion by Solheim executives who had their power and influence to bring cat into space. This cat, the one in your ship, was born here. That much is obvious. It's a creature of zero-G, a being that orbits and glides, not one that leaps and stalks. Pats on your hand, encouraging you to continue petting. It is an animal that's part of the crew now. You can imagine. Can't imagine the wait without her. As you look down at the stray, nameless and human as you are, the memory returns. Warmth of atmosphere-filled sun, the weight of flesh and fur, smell of growing things. You know now what this memory is. Couldn't be more obvious. It's a memory across the gap of the creation, a memory from the mind that was copied, emulated to make your own. It is a part of me, of course, of course. I'm in the end just a robotic copy of a person who had signed up for this robot employment program. I scrapped it earlier already as basically Mickey 17, but the robot, the copies are not flesh but metal. Probably would be easier to do, I guess. But then again, I don't know. Memory is in the end a mistake. Those who designed sleepers never intended you to share the memories of the minds you were copied to their creation. They wanted you to emerge as new beings, offshoots from a branch of human life to be cut short when needed. Mistakes can so often become the most powerful and meaningful of emblems. They can guide a being more strongly than any success ever could. That's because at the heart of every mistake is the possibility of change, a shift in the status quo. You've lived a life of mistakes as much as a life of successes, and look where it has brought you. Accept the memory, let it wash over you like the sun. Aw, look at him. Look at them. Focus on the stray, and as you do, both memories combine. Restored in both cats, separately by time and space, bring both sets of sensation, double exposure. Doubling is what defines you. You are multiple, branched, diverse. Make no apology for this, and you know that you will only accumulate more selves, more variants exist. Claim the mistake and the possibility it offers you. Settle in your birth, delay in the moment of waking, breathing the cycle a little longer. Making an unspoken solidarity with a stray that is more expensive than any words to capture. Aww. I love this game. Dialogue every time, it's so lovely. Okay. Time to feed the cat. Just to be sure. I'll edit, get back our stuff. Ugh, what negative? I want positive to get back the supplies. You little. The game hates me already. I can sleep one cycle. I have to. Okay. Let's see. There's some supplies here, I guess. Nice. But once more. Small is definitely better, except for the 2, but you know, can live with that. To pull up again. But 2 should be fine on this one. And stay up 3 times here, and lanes quite double G0 anyway, so you know. But yeah, it's only at 1 anyway, so we can save 2 knights here. That wouldn't be that bad. Yeah, dice didn't need rebellion to be fair, so we're fine. So we're full of that, we're full of that, we're full of that. Doesn't pick the stray once more and immediately gain my stuff back. Like if I gain a neutral, I get more food back. I guess I don't want. I'll try to do the neutral one. Yeah, and there's some energy back. We don't need to eat anything. If I could do that. I'll be gone with getting Nick Saddle. We have too much stuff to explore here. Some stuff we can pick up. And some Solheim data. Stuff to have had. Some scrap, I guess. Also need. More raw scrap. Okay, we can go here and then, yeah, go through there. From there to there. I don't know why it scroll down to here, but yeah. Still have friends in the Greenbelt. How are they doing? Probably same as before. Ugh, but not a reroll there. But yeah, looks like they're doing well as before. Hold up. Can't even work for more stuff here, which is unfortunate. Yes, it's good. Hope it's not making this our dead end though. We have to go to a hollow. So stop over for yeah. To find the fight ship. Let's go there. See how we're progressing there. Now let's see if we don't wait into someone. Two people live I don't usually wait into right now, so I mean you can attach to that. But let's say that Eugene is up first. We have him. Paper usually takes you to decide. Go then to the radius market to find my contract, the one with the data on the Felion. Felion, that's the name. You should come with me. 2 sets of eyes are better than 1. These pants. Let's go. As you say, Captain. Eugene grins and heads for Yarlock. Watch him go and show what his swagger might hide. We've come this far with him. Maybe it's time to see where this all leads. Neat location we have here. Very interesting. What do you say about this? Yeah, oh, doesn't show much. Interesting place, Matt. So we have our rig, we have the core radius markets in the hollow core, not corpse. Unit. This is lovely star versus moon. So we have here. Ask around and watch the markets. Oh, you don't want to ask around that shit. It's the absolute narrative of a good buff. Lost contract. Contact. That's only bestial. I've missed that. I usually like to save ones. Oh. Shows some plus ones as well, which I'm not sure I like, but sure. Leave a day on here. Feel weird. It's like we have to live our supply right currently. If there's no way to eat or anything. Oh, it's not abused the really good ones yet. Can't have that one. Radius markets surround you and Eugene. Much of the heritage of the Starward build is built with Solheim foundation. Its collaboration for the core of Solheim's structures towards cardinal directions, towards respecting gravity in a place where it has little effect. Radius markets have no such bias, no such direction. Instead, the stalls and shops built from the strapped frame and whole plate. Strapped frame and whole plate project outwards from all 8 of the surrounding walls. The effect is overwhelming with activity and interest in all directions. Windows that open to a faint stars. Bread dealers, street food vendors, data feeders, and tailors complete the attention of the stream of customers drifting around you. Sleeper, you draws close to get your attention, so it's barely raised. Take a look. Just head, motioning down the market. Focus your attention, your eyes drawn to a group of dark suited spacers, shaved heads, five from gathered around another retreating figure. Faces are notably distinct from the rest of the crowd. The tight and complex suits, deep and pristine tradition, and all in the same design. Parity amidst the Starward builds ramshackle factions. See, one of them is just gesticulating aggressively, shoving the air with his hands. He nudges you again. Singers. He glanced at him, unsure of the term. Once they are threatening. Using stars to move forward, his eyes fixed on the loop. That's the contract. Contact. The director of the group, as the singers, as Eugene called them, see they are rounding, and see they are rounding on the figure now. The body language is clear. This is about to come to blows. And it clearly sees the shift too. Before you can say a word, he's off, lining hard with the crowds to help him. You have chased without thinking, kicking off the nearest strut and angling yourself through the central void of the market behind Eugene. Eugene doesn't stop. He barrels straight into the singers, sending 2 of them springing into the crowd. And the chorus of shouts and protests. Common situation or joint fight. Little common all. At least neutral, I guess. It's when we can hope of that one. Got out your arms and try to talk them down. Calling to Eugene. The singer gather around you, but we don't start throwing punches yet. Peter. Oh god. Peter. He doesn't look great. Interesting suit design, I tell you that. It's good for space if you have just dark on so you don't see over dirt and stuff. But again, I don't know how it affects an environment. Who knows? Signals my style of a substance. I need helmet though. Yeah, just in general, the design is amazing. I will, don't worry. We'll get him. We'll get him. One of them comes forward, meeting your eye. Here, one of them others call him Peter. Petro. I call Peter. Peter, perhaps? Is there with you? Peter nods towards Eugene, who is wrestling with one of the crew. Yeah. He whistles in his cigarette, disengaged and move away. Yeah. Can you ask him to calm down, please? I see Peter's hand is resting on a dark shape at his hip. So, Peter looks between 2 of you. Have any reason to interrupting my business? Just as around and while some people have moved on, you are hanging back to watch what comes next. You heard he's about to shot my friend. He nods at contact, who is quietly watching this with a concerned look on his face. I believe so too. Cohen sends a small ramble of conversation with the remaining crowd. It seems the singers aren't so popular here. I think you misunderstand. We're simply asking for information. Shoots a sharp smile at contact. Pink Louis has told you everything he's happy to share. Usually shoots at his contact, who nods sheepishly. Peter looks between all of you and then surveys the crowd. Ozzy starts to interrupt, but Peter raises his hand and silences them. See you around, Ben. Smiles a sharp smile at Eugene, leads the other singers away from the crowd, which parts slightly as they entered. Eugene rounds on the small figure. How about not here? Louis interrupts. Nice. Come with me. I have a signal chaser. Hi, Lewis. And again, the details in every character are always so amazing. Very, very dedicated to him. Louis leads you away from the open market. Most of it Yeah, most of the crowd having dispersed into a small passageway. Has dispersed into a small passageway. Into a small passageway. He finds a hatch, opens it, and beckons you both through before slipping inside, closing behind you. So, what business did you have with singers? You didn't purchase a stool in the small workshop. Picking up a tool from the mat strip above the bench and turn it over to in his hand. Singers? Is that what you call them? Oh, he's not nervous. First I've known of them is when they turned up a few cycles back and started pressing me for info. I've run into some singers before, these ones, but they're all just the same. Between the lads between you and Lewis. Effigies out of Emberson, one of the moons of gas giant in your system. One of the moons of a gas giant in your system. The moon is volcanic hellhole, so well, these guys are refugees fleeing the war like most. Tend to be tough as hell and aren't used to being told no. That checks out. He smiles a weak smile. Why say stuff? Smiles a weak smile. Smiles a weak. They've been pressing me for data for cycles ever since they showed up. My data. He klitzt the tool back and fixes Louise with a hard stare. Been shopping it around then, trying to drive a bidding war. Who saw besides? No. Nothing like that. The fate of Eugene and you worry why that might be. I just want to verify the data. I asked around. Someone showed it to. Well, they mentioned affection drive. The Eugene bristled of anger. He keeps talking, spinning up. That was all. But a couple of seconds later, these stingers started showing up, and I had to hide myself away. To run business when you can't even go. How to run a data business when you can't even go out to meet clients? Where's the data now? He turns to you, seemingly glad not to have to look at the angry Eugene. I have it, don't you worry. It comes with a hell of a story. Friend I showed it to, he told me he's heard about the ship before. Most of it he thought were rumors. But a faction drive ship. Apparently when Sohan collapsed, there was a struggle over who got to take it. Great Zex from the old corporate hierarchy wanted it, and some of the underlings found out about it too. I was Vicky visited, I was the site of a battle over the thing. The ship was without ticket, even then. We went back to the twisted and blasted remains of the ship. Wreckage thrown across the asteroid. You wonder how many died trying to get the Aphelion path and Golden Drive. Seems like both the attacks got spaced, but someone came back later, slipped the ship out the wreck that was carrying it. That's the funny thing, rather than use it, they dismantled it. The ship apart here for Hello. I was probably Starward from the Aphelion path in this very station. This is around the salvage compartment you're in on. But gone? Not quite. Louis smiles, enjoying telling the story now. They weren't stupid enough to dismantle the interstellar drive. The story goes that they buried it on a rock out in the shoals, totally unmarked. Thousands of watts are there. They could leave as long as they wanted to come back when they were ready. Thing is, they never come back. We finished the sentence as they're fading now. Bingo! Louis grins as he holds up the thumbnail drive. I've got the coordinates of the beacon that will lead you there. Union stretches it from his fingers. Should have led with that. He sighs deeply. The start of a train, no doubt. I'll ditch you there if you manage to follow it. He nods to you and goes to leave, his hand immediately on the container hatch. Hey, Lewis rushes up. Aren't you going to pay for that? Not over. You look the faction drive exists to our friend for singers and anyone else who's looking to. No. He pulls the door and opens it. Keep it quiet next time. It turns to you. Come on, friend. The singer chased away by chased by clients. It's up to his upturned palms. If you require for the effort or just whatever you have, I'll take it. Desperate. I have 52. I can pay him. He seems like a nice guy. Well, nice enough. Pass him a stiff shits and he claps in your hand. I appreciate it. He looks at your shoulder to see Eugene is still there. Hey, look, be careful with this one, right? Not to be trusted. Turn Eugene is already gone. Follow him out to the container. We'll go find a faction drive. It is. Eugene is a very interesting person. I don't know if I fully have my idea who he really is. Hmm. Let's spend a little time to get to know the place though. Oh, more stuff to uncover. Nice. Well, let's jetty. Cramped restaurant. Neat. And get some food. I can't afford the food. Whoops. And a big dealer. Nice. Oh, we can sell or process scrap in here. It'll take 22 minutes. Feeling like how long? Ooh, 30. Oh, that's good. It means we get 300 of this stack alone. We got all that scrap, huh? This is very pleasing. This is very pleasing. It's good to have some money up on the top side here. There you go with the 300. 260. This sounds good, huh? You can get a double one later on though. Time data. Don't really have much use for it right now. Got on fuel. Yeah, okay, I did. Oh, I can still. I was about to say, shouldn't be able to do that. Let's sleep a day, huh? Rest a little. Should have cat every now and again. This is should to get my fly back immediately. Nice. Yeah, not really necessary. Definitely buy a meal. That's better. That's definitely better. What else we can find here, huh? One rotation and the final one. Oh. Yeah, he got got signal ship, data scavengers. Data steps. Can sell SOIM data. Ooh. What does it give us? Okay, well, huh? 8 cryo isn't a lot. 8 cryo is not a lot. But sure, okay. Apparently SOIM data is worth than just good pristine-ish scrap. What, yeah? Game lied to me, I guess. Which one is a good one? Yeah. What repairs? You get word casing up a layer of broken units. This explosion might have caused it. Must have been huge. Stepped in out here, huh? We still have time to, you know, stay around here. Not too much. Certainly do that, huh? That's a good roll, I say. It's a good roll. And, yeah. The aftermath is good. The 5 crowds needs top it too, I guess. Top this off a little more. Wait to 360 plus almost 370. Well, let's see what happened up here, huh? Maybe fried Kimball. The station depends on whether a voice echoes out of one of the summer boats. Base tucked up in the scene of the hollow. Though you're tired from the shift spent sealing leads in this shattered section of the station, still can't help but listen in. I've been patient, Kimball. Now the repair's almost done. You're telling me the plan can't broadcast anyway? Voice comes down the doorway nearby. As you look past, you glance inside. The woman facing away, addressing back of a man, half buried in the guts of some complex machinery. I'm sorry, Kimball. She continues, but just feels malicious. Kimball, I rated technician. Neat. Lovely beanie. They all have beanies. A lot of characters really feel like they're Nordic Germans from space. Love it. When, presumably Kimball, humble something responds, so you do not catch it through the wires and mechanism that surround him. The woman quickly turns and spots you peering through the doorway. What's that mean? I'm a radio broadcaster, huh? Is your curious look? Oh, she quickly smiles. Hello. Close the distance. I'm Sabine. She offers her hand. I've seen you working on the Paris. She tilts her head. Appreciate the effort. Happy to help. Jane looks over her shoulders at Kimball and then back at you. How do you feel? She causes cuddling about the warning in the system. Yeah, coupled warning in the system. Coupled cruelty. Couldn't put it better myself. Now that this Senate's dad has already started shipbuilding at Sinza. Sabine watches your response. Sinza. One of his sisters in orbit around Ember. Raises the eyebrow. You haven't left the belt, have you? Oh, more story about the inner core system, huh? Only thing we really know about is there's certainly a corporate war going there people are fleeing from. Not a nice thing by any means from what people give of people in this universe. Your gun from Kimball is head still buried in the machine's innards. It is unclear if it is in reference to what you said or it's just what the sounds of repairs going poorly. We, Sabine places a hand on her chest, are Hellion Dispatches, the only pirate radio station with Starward belt. You lifts her chin proudly. We keep the system up to date on shifts and mean systems power structures and the ongoing corporate war, all through the voices of Hellion Systems' own residents. Kimball runs again, showers of sparks burst from a machine behind Sabine. Or at least we did before our transporter got fired. Then looked suddenly chest one. What happened? Oh, repair work you've been giving your time to? It was all caused by Conway and autonomous munition training and it was all caused by Conway and autonomous munition trained on our scent. A nice flash of anger. Murmur comes from Kimball as he pushes a handful of wires out of his way. I do know that for sure, Kimball. Why else would it come so deep into the belt to hit the hollow at our broadcast site? Green turns back, hands on her hips. Kimball responds with a shrug. Either way, straight after the attack, we found out our D had been tampered with, sabotaged. Kimball grunts. Yes, Kimball, I was just deluded. Either way, we're now quiet, and when we're quiet, the war continues unobserved. Sabine folds her arms and looks away, defeated. She was looking for what? What do you need? Look, we need a new broadcasting ray. A better broadcasting ray. Sabine glances over her shoulders. Won't quite have the reach we'd like. Where you get one, that's another problem. In talking to pre-collapse tech here, it's not something we can just build ourselves. It will matter something from the depths of the machine. Yeah, Home's out isn't a bad idea, Sabine replies. Used to be a race station for Solheim, so it's standard reason they'd have a race. And then there's the terminal there. Terminal there. He has been bugging me to dig out some engine components for him. Break open and use in his repairs. Knows what kind of repairs he needs for those. Need those for. That's what he says. He was over his show at Kimball, but receives no response. Both shared his broad shoulders for a moment as a thin trail of smoke begins to emerge on the machine. No, maybe we can do a little fundraising here. No. What we can do, we'll happily hand over. So he shakes her head. I'm telling you, it won't make it do a lot. What I can do? We'd appreciate it. Oh, the people of the Hellion system appreciate it. We appreciate it. Glances over his shoulder. I think Kimball appreciate it too. Leave Sabine Kimball to their repairs. Make note of the engine components and the wideband array they will need to get back in the air. Hard to tell the job if it will be worth your time, but then again, someone as knowledgeable as Sabine might be useful. Maybe a useful asset. Oh, we have the Hellion dispatchers up here. What do they need? 2 engine components? I know I can get those. Install away. It at Holmes walk for that. Well, guess you're going the long way, huh? Here, get ship compartments. Here, I got the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 trips. Probably best we can do. Well, one probably still stretches this thing. We'll see. Gotta bring that first. We have the money. This is nice. This is nice. I like improving stuff. System can use my help after all. Put up stuff. Done that, I think, in a bit. Try to feed the cat. We can get back our used one. Either way. Actually, we can try both. 50-50 what we get. Neat. There we are again. Yeah, it cuts through this. Well, it's not. You can slip a Hellion Gate now too. That's good. That's good. Let's go to Helm's Up. I've trying to get some data on station because we have the old fabricator there, which we put some into it. Just yeah, some components. We have the money anyway, so we'll be fine. Let's see the old relay, huh? Engage systems and cut connections. I have to sleep once more, but can't operate with these bolts, it's for sure. But while we're here, we should probably fill up. Oh yeah, Strawville scrap is always good. Don't need that anyway. Oh, it's self-fulfilling prayer too. Yeah. Definitely fill up on our fuel. That is necessary. That's damn necessary. Okay, and the cycle. That's doable. What with that? We need another 3, 5 and above ones. We get gone with this one. Okay, okay, I can do that. Come on. 3 of them, 5 and above. Come on. Yes. It's good enough. It's a 4. If it's a 4, I can still try to do it. And hope for the best by making it a 5. Nah, it's neutral, so we will need another one, but it's fine. Better than nothing. Definitely way better than nothing. One more night. One more cycle, I guess. Let's get some food in between though. It's for sure gonna get us the thing. Nice. We have gotten that. Step on. Silly, silly. Okay, okay, okay. So to make some money while we're still here. The energy won't do as much, but you know, sort of maybe not use that. Well, this is fine. This is fine. No, don't do it. Don't be a dude. How dare you? Do that? How dare you? I don't know for float Sam. How much do I need though? Hmm. Not how much I need, but it's probably like around 5-ish. I think it was. See, the show will tell us how much we need. Okay, now it needed 4, I'm thinking. Maybe it's a bit of a hollow way. Okay. We'll work for a little one. And we need to fill up our fuel anyway. Back to 117. This is a terrible wall anyway for today. No, I don't need to go here. I need to go on the map. Go to Indian Gate and then make sure that we can... Yeah, that we can give us some supplies here. Well, I don't need supplies actually. I need let's say I need fuel first. What supplies? Okay, now we're full again. We'll feed the cat as the next thing. And use this to hopefully get ourselves the supplies back. Not lose the supplies. That's what I wanted. Well, lose energy, I guess. We didn't lose supplies technically. Well, this is a better roll. Don't mind if I do. I don't get the supplies back though. I'll get that. We should all come. There we go. Some immediate food here. Otherwise would be wasted. We can even go up and check out some data. Hi, nice to see that Fang is playing some repo. Get back into that too. They just obviously dropped their newest beta. Oh, I haven't checked entirely what's in there. Ugh, starved me. Not cool. At all. One side on here. Yeah, you're right. We should get back to bed. Maybe another weekend. I did clear up the people earlier right after beginning on the situation drawing for the next 1.5 months. Mostly about, you know, the 1 week I won't be there entirely, and maybe the week after that, you know, and of course the weeks after that while you're here, obviously we might stream, but we definitely can't do it every day. 1 weekend we are not even here, the other one we're at Otomi. The one other one that's, you know, we are literally just landing here, so you know, they're not guaranteed, but we'll update shortly before. As always, as I said, you know, the links to visible in chat on my Discord if you wanna go for sure shortly beforehand if anything changes. Yeah, it's tricky to search for more supplies. There you go. The head to between melted Betty. How's the situation up here looking? Those been still off for now. Hope I can get the thing done. Luck to them. Maybe help people unionize on the work that makes other people spot up deliveries. Nothing can go wrong with that. And back to the hollow, which is definitely one of the nicest looking stations, I have to say. Great made. Big circle. Big ball. More like it. Hey, I'm back. Oh, you need 2. Oops. We'll be right back. So we fix those stuff and we get them the good away. Let's see. Ooh. Like the makeshift Hellion dispatcher studio is Temple Trinkers with the array somewhere in the back behind the far wall. It's like we don't ever see Kimber because he's always somewhere doing stuff. But was it buddy neighbor from like was it that home and yeah, was it just called Home Improvement, the show? Definitely like that. The other character that's never you never see the face of, unless like in that case I think it was in the final episode or so. But yeah, it's funny. Table setup. Stool for Sabine, a microphone. Oh yeah, Wilson was the name. Always confused it with the Wilson from Passed Away. You know the beach volleyball. It's Castaway. At least the English term, the English name of the movie. Yeah. So a stool for Sabine, a microphone, the transmitter and mixer terminal. Better moved than I am. And the hardline snaking away towards the way. There's something pleasing about it, all the same. The sound of fresh wells echoes through the bay from Campbell's concealed position. You hope the way you struggle to extract isn't yet fried as you wait. There you are, good. Sabine rushes in, holding a small dart rectangle in her hand. Will not believe what we have on here. So on the way. Tremble and storm me away. Me. Come back on air? But can answer, she leaps forward, grabbing you in a surprisingly firm hug. 3 minutes ago. Sorry. She smiles. Just decided to finally be back. Gimble shouts throughout the microphone away. How long for the new way? Awful shout comes from behind the rear walls. Okay. Siren takes a steady breath. We have a little time. Where are you? Where have you got that? Spotcrest is from Erlin's eye. Ring's eye flashes. We haven't heard anything out of them since the start of the war. People even said they've fallen to the floods. Something's happening there. Something's growing. God says some protocol was taken over the station, becomes its protector. Instead, Tommy drones trying to get close. That's it's giving the right birth. Senate's dead. Senate? Government buddy? We're right in the middle of a war. Tommy and on the Starward side, Senate's dead on the Sunward. They are resisting. Jane smiles. Tell everyone the belt about this. You have to get the word out. If the eye can hold well, maybe we can hold it too. Jane looks at the drive in her hand. Either way, people will need to know. Then clunk a few percussive shouts from Kimball, and then a flicker of light all across the bay as the transmitter and array begin powering up. You and Sabine watch as the Hellion dispatcher studio comes to life, ready to broadcast once more. Not bad, Sabine leans on your shoulder. Not bad at all. Shout comes from Kimball. You know he's calling for Sabine to get ready. That's my signal. Oh, I almost forgot. Sabine produces a handful of shits. Turns out we have some avid listeners in various markets. She posits them in your hand. Alright, Sabine takes a breath. I need to go live. I know how that feels. That's how I told my boyfriend. Okay, I need to go live. Shoo. Thank you. I'll make sure we have some good use of that array. This will mean something. Symbol below something from back of the room. Something you can only assume is a thank you. I'll never see that man in my entire life, am I? Leave about most unusual double act to our broadcast. And as you do, you hear Sign's voice echoing throughout the bay. Sign Saber, back on the air to wish you all free Hellion now and forever. Aww. Yay. He did it. He helped them. What else do we have here? I can buy a meal. I don't even need to. We're back on 266 then, huh? I appreciate that. I'm putting in some money. Guess we can do that. Look at the well-paid Solheim dates we have left over. Wow, you 8. Did nothing. 8. We 2 of them to even get a meal. They aren't that common. Not really. Not really at all. The new Charcom is still nice enough for this one. Well, time to fuel up, I guess. Trying to raise one. Probably just I don't think. Do we? Oh, here we fill up. We fill up here. Okay. Right. Okay, but it means we're now full and ready to take on the Valiant Beacon. Oh boy. Yeah, definitely want him here. We haven't taken neon anything yet. And her still is which one do we like personally? One I know we don't really have. Okay, it's interface. That'll be another input which we also would have. The only thing we're really bad at is with social skill. I don't think we'll need one. But he has them, so it's nice. The question, who do you want? Because Bliss is nice. I love him as a person, but the bone is they're not too good. And they are both. I'll take Bliss with me. Bliss is always a good one to have around. I love them. They're very nice. Very appreciated always. They're friendly. I help with Bliss too. Nice of him. And up to you all get yourself something to drink. Almost at 3 hours now, so yeah, let's do this one, click this thing, see where it leads, and then end for today. How's that sound? We'll see how far we get by the time next week comes around. Which is, yeah, the last week, the next week will be still normal, but the week, as I said, after that will be a little troublesome. Well, impossible, honestly, for me to stream. Yeah, I'll be there next weekend, but not in 2 weekends time. Weekend after that is a little limited, but it should be back again. It should be okay. Might be a little dead from, the work I'll be away from for the entire almost 2 weeks time, but it's a different thing. But yeah, let's see what we have here. Power for beaten side now. 7 brings ships into place. Sitting Spirit Week though. He turns to his chair, which is what you get for chasing 10,000 cycle or leads that got you a lot of people killed. What the hell, man? I see that deity, Dusty. And this person. No, this silly. If he's playing Situation 7, he hasn't gotten any more if you ask it. But the job, especially since job comes from Eugene. He's really got a little on steadily. Eugene's character can get into a lot of mess. I'm not sure about how to feel of him. I should start the engine chance to Eugene. Time for you to go and have a poke around on the rocks. He waves a hand, he scattering the rest. Joy. William barely seems to notice the sarcasm. Kind of fixed determination has come over him to left. Oh no, that's something you've seen before. Let's sit up and find the beacon. That's you on the shoulder. You said it was the first of the trails, so the faster we locate this one and get ourselves pointed to the next, the better. Enough messing around. Leads up and lights out the cockpit, hanging straight over the airlock. Not the most attractive of locals. Locales. The smiles, they nod towards the spared robots. I should keep our eyes open anyway. Those that leave trails like to leave traps too. Never worked on fraction of drive before. This thing turns out to be real. I call shotgun and digging around and it starts. The wing and follow Eugene. Just you and Seraphin left from the cockpit. Steps and stones so knowing you. It's a bad idea. Seraphin turns. Me? No one puts a finger on his own chest. Look. Serious for a second. I've been searching for this thing since the sawing collapse. The love this diet directed on one hidden drive. It's like that tend to get people in trouble. Different sides. At least in my experience. Take it slow. Keep your eyes on you. Servant inspected the console, busying himself with diagnostics. Turn leave the cockpit. Mind on the beacon, the trail at third. It should, all being well, and take it out of the entire system. As we don't know anything at all that's going on outside this system. Nightbot, Nightbot, kill this man. We timid him. Oh, loud outside. I'm gonna close the window. Okay, I'm back. Yeah. But yeah, as I said earlier, I trimmed Nightbot down to only being the guy who now does the exclamation mark messages. That's all he does. It's his entire purpose. He has to relegate to that now. No more. Barely even call him mod anymore. But yeah, okay, let's see. With our ship, of course, and well, beacons-ish regions. Oh boy, we have okay. Oh shit. Sorry, Bliss, you're really not useful in this one. Not yet, at least. Not yet. You need to roll better than this. Which use you. I've never rolled very well. But hey, it's positive one gives me it 4 times. That's good. Stress is bad. Worse stress even now. Oh jeez, this will be bad. Yeah, let's go back to the week. And sleep a night on this. How about that? How about that? Yeah, more threats. That's okay. We can handle with that. Not of it quite entirely. I'm fine with that. Let's try again. I think it's a bit better. Get neutral. Maybe we can get this now. So nice for Bliss roll 6. Hope we can use it in the next step. I'd like to triangulate. Oh, we're beaten. Let's see. Oh, yes. Analyze the site and decrypt the signal. Onward vector. Lovely. Beaten after beaten, huh? Oh, to be fair, now Eugene is useless because of both skills he doesn't do at all. That's very interesting. And yeah, okay, time to delete this one. I can do these here, right? Yeah. I'll use my energy, nothing else though. Use my stress. They do that well out here though. That's the only thing about that. That's fine. If we roll bad, we just want to do spots like these here. This is fine. I can finally repair it at least fully. I bet a damaged one what's worse than one that has been that's fully. It doesn't happen, but still. Like having them as healthy as possible. Oh, I guess I can try another one. Yeah, it's fine. These will be neutral. Yeah, there we go. Let's see. Wait. She nods the data pod deep inside the body of a beacon. Pierce through a suit faceplate at it. You have a part of the plating removed, and you are pretty sure you have access to the coordinates you need. What's left is to slot a drive. Obvious. He rotates over from their drive and sorts it. Easy as can be. Smile flicks across his face. Here into Beacon, it's been a delicate job getting the security access and the system knowledge to find the coordinates from the next step. But it all seems to have passed without incident. Got it. He puts the drive and thumbs you on the shoulder. Let's head to the next one. Not alive down there, servant voice comes through accounts. We've got a ship on the approach. We need to make ourselves scarce. You and Eugene change lots. Singers. You go off and glide towards the ship, but Eugene goes in the other direction. You wonder what he's doing for a second when you see it. He arrives at the beacon and immediately begins laying into its metal shell. Pulls a tool from its suit's belt and carves it into the beacon with an anger that chills you. He's done. The beacon's another chunk of debris in the soul. Jolts. He joins you in the cockpit. Haven't used your lot, but doesn't say a word. He silently taps you on the coordinates. In the new coordinates. Look across to Eugene. His expression fixed and his eyes cold. 7 fires up the drive. Interesting. The bunny zoom right here. Back here. Joe bleeps awaits you from stargazing. What was that? Stefan looks around the cockpit as warning lights silence on all of the ship. Several screens flicker, some of them not coming back on. You have drawn from somewhere deep in the ship. What the hell's going on? Catapult energy weapon? Seven slaps beside of his flickering terminal until it stabilizes. On it, you see red dot moving further away from the center of the cycle. Ship is sailing away. Seven taps his console, bringing up the transponder information. He turns to Eugene with a hard stare. Yes, now. He shakes his head. Did it in one. Not in one. Seven burns his teeth. Limb found. Registered in fast spindle. Slams his fist on keyboard. Do this. Not the drive. Must have been waiting for us. Nice. We need to get it activated as quick as we can. He's up from his seat, peering out the window of a large rock floating outside. It has to be there. It was not corrected and then waited us to catch up. He's trying to dissuade us. Well, she's done a pretty good job. Seraphin falls through layers of drive diagnostics. Give up now? It's close. Prisoners ahead. You just kind of right. But says nothing. Here's an outfit too. If you're lucky, they'll cancel each other out. He goes to the cockpit. Equip the beacon and fix the drive. No distractions. And heats off and lights up the cockpit for once we airlock. Drive is likely just a system problem. This gives you a serious look. If I say to port, and it should be an issue. It isn't going to happen fast. Look. Seven turns to the seat, and it's now no way back, only forward. The moment this goes south, and it will, pull you out, and we're leaving. But Eugene wants you back out or not. Seven meets the eye. He's serious. And I understand. Seven nods, saying nothing. Seven's back to his console. This, as far as he's concerned, is your problem to fix. Oh boy. What's the easy thing to do? Board for that party. Let's see what's here left here, huh? So let's try this out. I'm afraid up to 25% negative, but let's try it. Yes. That's good. We're beaten here. I should try on that, but let's rest once. First though, get some stuff. We retain our supplies a little. Knowing that I have 4 is making 6 in this one. We need to bleed anyway, so you know. Things useless in this one again, huh? Fortunate. And the 50-50 and go to neutral. So that's good. Okay, one more. One more. Okay, one step closer to breaking, but that's fine. +2 up there, so we can just do this one. We can hold out a little longer all here. Just good, which is what we need. Here we go, final vector. 7 punches the final set of coordinates into the console and runs a fresh shade of diagnostics on the Riggs drive. Everything comes to green. Every the cockpit is tense. None of you want to know. None of you know what it might be flying to. His jaw is set, his eyes on the stars and scattered spots. His goal in reach. Not goal, to be honest, underestimated. Faction drive. One that can take any ship out of the system and beyond. One can forge a path through the Soviet system. Freedom, both from the system politics and the structure of power, dominates the passage of people through colonized space. Problem with such lofty ambitions that it's infectious, it's seductive. It's desirable enough to draw people out, to bring them in their absolute limit. You have seen that in Eugene. Figures too was shaped by their desire in Vietnam. Maybe captain you don't seem to be able to shake. Just who flinch first? Yeah, it's definitely a very interesting plot device, I tell you that. Let's see, maybe it's another path towards an ending. I don't know. Here you are, moored around a remote and airless rock. Scared of the beast, concealing an object of great value. System spiraling to war. But I suppose a feeling path. Of never last here. 7 shots down the drive, but at least no one's shot at shooting. Guess I would only tell the last resort. Usually looks outward. Singers, I'm sure about. Showing. Sword now. Without since the digging. Put over with him. Question drive doesn't divide into free sleeper. Could face Eugene, but he's already gone. Get up. You're after him. Stefan shakes his head. And keep the rig warm. I have a feeling we are going to be needing it. Stay up the top, but you hear the airlock tighten. Eugene is already out. Speed up, grab your suit, investing it as you head out the airlock. Door hisses, open to reveal a sparse landscape. The twisted parts of a facility of ship corroded beyond recognition. Step up out of the dusty rock. How did the ship corrode? In space? Well, just radiation can do that. Getting to the faint distant sun, made out 2 figures in suits, standing a far distance apart in the middle of debris. Glide down towards them. Bits of loose gravel and decaying metal bouncing off your suits as you do. I know, voice quite through the comms you approach. Podcast over your own channel. I always wants to die out here. See him now. The 2 figures. Vesna, the leader of the singers. Peter. Facing each other across the dusty plain. Vesna's arm jutting out from her body. Her hand resting on an object of a hip. Weapon. Hey Vesna. If you're distant sleeper. Eyes flick over to you as you approach. This godforsaken rock is crowded enough as it is. Set would be a first. Claim is ours by anyone's judgment. Peter speaks calmly and slowly, his arms at the hip and his palms upturned. And I suspect we are also the best equipped to find the fraction drive and put it to use. Anyone's judgment? Judgment? Business cops. What do you see out there, validated claim? He gestures to rock strewn void in one hand. The other firmly in the hip of a handgun. Sleeper is a witness here. Turns slowly to you. For sure we're worth our claim. I didn't see who was first. As our lives. Well, at least someone here still has integrity. Between 2 of them, searching their faces for an intent, an opening, anything. There's ocular implant giving nothing away, but visible tension in her young arms, just a failing patience. Peter meanwhile projects an atmosphere of considerable calm. There's violence behind that benign smile, a crew of singers somewhere out there in the dark. Of his mind, the golf Vesna is using the weapon to see if Peter tell you to stand down. What do we pick? What do we pick? Though Eugene won't let us go without it, and I think of it, of course, dating the drive would be nice, but I think our job in the system isn't done yet, obviously. We can't just leave. First of all, Peter, hey. Tell you to stand down. Be very careful what you say next. Peter eyes you with ignorant fear. You flash petting Vesna's eyes as you realize you might be surrounded already. Arms tense. Shot is silent as its direction unclear, but its effective immediate. Side of Vesna's suit explodes in days of escaping oxygen. Spins clutching the wound to clamp it close. She does, you see its shot raise her, breaking the suit but leaving her body beneath attack. One get fixed, Vesna. Even slips out of the shadow of a piece of debris at the edge of the circle. Holds a long gun in his hip. What are you doing? Tell me what's mine. His eyes are fixed on Peter's as he moves slowly closer. Son of a bitch. Vesna's doubled over, unable to take her hand away from the hole in the suit of this immediate depressurization. He draws alongside you, his eyes still on Peter. Time to turn yourself around, get in that ship of yours, and get to wherever the hell you crawled out from. There's a Vesna. There's a spout of oxygen spewing out of her suit, leaking between her fingers. Doesn't have long. Had abandoned his claim. Peter shows his own palms. As soon as we survive, we must leave the system behind. There's no way to support ourselves here. Our moon is gone, level 1. That will be next. You may as well shoot me here if you are not going to let me take the drive. This is my people's future. Well, you just showed us, if you insist. Sleeper, we've incoming. A lot incoming. And as usual, he's hearing the message too. Whole lot of Conway ships approaching his location. Conway, what are they doing here? About the radio and asked him. Bevan's voice. Thoughts. It's not hard to imagine that news of perfection that has reached further than anyone wanted. Go across the Peter and see his lips moving. Hear nothing. He's starting to his crew. A moment later, he heard click as he switches back to an open channel. We heard that the third, and you must know we're out of time. He looks deadly serious now as hasten to remain calm, having fallen away. Singers are the only crew to pull the faction drive out before Conway arrives. And more of us, we have the experience. Take it and we don't fall into the hands of the system's biggest enemy. Sleeper, Seven hisses over at Holmes. Get back to the rig. No, Eugene cuts it. You aren't sure. Not sure if he's responding to Seven, Peter, both. Driver's hours, but so too hard, it come too far to let it go now. Raised the long gun to his shoulders. You're insane, as it spits out the words. The voice strained and hoarse. I'll leave you to your graves. It's off from the rod, arcing toward the crimson shape of a limehound. It's her ship. Eugene doesn't even watch her go. You see something flaring in his eye. That drive of no resolution. I can try talking him down. I'm not thinking this one. Like, I'll tell Peter to break down. It's just, I can try to talk him down. I don't think it will go well. Oh, neutral. Oh God. Why don't you just show them? Eyes flick to you. Know that it is to be driven, especially towards freedom. Yours is alive for him, and each escape has been earned both by desire and sheer determination. You also know how lives are wasted. All against the walls, strain them again and again, only to come apart. No determination must be tempered by humanity, empathy, yeah. And in this moment, it is what passes between you and Eugene. Solidarity, empathy, and care. Eugene's resolve crumbles, and he returns. You see Peter watching carefully, his eyes flickering between the two of you. And he sees Eugene drop his gun, he nods to you and retreats. So what to be done? You got from the rod together, you and Eugene in silent resignation. Even when you reach the open air lot of the rate, Eugene does not look back. With your suits off, you both glide to the cockpit and find Seth and Beverly starting the engine drive. The street is filled with red pulses, signature of Conway drone shits, bearing down this lonely rod. As you enter the cockpit, there's nothing. You're thankful for that, at least. It's not time to deal with maths. Then one last look at the elf and perhaps find a resting place. Across the surface, black-suited stingers, small army of ants, industriously work to excavate and extract the faction drive. Face of the inhuman, cruel arm of Conway Extractions. It's hard not to wish them well. May their freedom buy them the fear and future you are not able to claim. When the drive kicks in and you leave the singers to their fate. It's probably for the better. It was quiet as you docked with the Hollow. One eager to speak about what happened out there in Schultz. Even himself in silence, tapping away at the moment and shut down comfortably routine motions. Eugene broods at the back of the cockpit, looking drained and pale. It's better them. There might be thuds at times, but I think they're just brash people. At least they can find something better than... Probably should have tried helping Vase out with that, but hey, who knows. Don't know if it could have helped her with it, and if she could have done it, even with an intact suit in time. But hey, it's the thing, it's the way it is. Eugene broods at the back of the cockpit, looking pained and drained and pale. You know, it will take him some time to come back from this, to extract himself from the whole defection drive the dream held over him. It's hard, but I didn't want to give up on him. He can be gentle. He's just a bit too ambitious at times. I advise him too much. Also, better them than nobody, especially better them than the worst people they could get him. I don't know what the other corporation would do with that, but nothing good can come of that. Better them at least trying to find a good new place for him. Wonder if he ever will, if his feeling that the object represented to him will haunt him in the remains of his life. Hope not. You know, at least that now is not the time to try to discuss, to lay out exactly what happened down there. But in retreat, of course, I'm beneath the deal personality I've come to recognize as a shield. But perhaps, as the cycle passes, he'll find himself changed. Perhaps not. Either way, there's much to be done, and this thankless adventure has derailed you enough. Time to back to work. Find perfection drive without losing Eugene. The good, the bad, and the Eugene. That certainly is an achievement. That certainly is a achievement. That man, that man. I need to fill up the rest of my stuff. Food? No food. I get my food filled up. Here, right? Oh, it is here. Oops. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, huh? Oh, time to feed the cat as well. I think it's overdue. Cat. Get eaten. Get eaten. Get food. Get food. Oh, come on, what positive? Nice. Oh, certainly journey. In fact, I think it's a good point to end it here for today. There are good ways to go and finally reach the next rotation we haven't been at, other than Dark Side itself, although at the very beginning we started at Dark Side and Flatmere. But yeah, we've done some things. We did some, well, minor sacrifices. That's good. The best way, I guess, it could have happened. Hope you all enjoyed today's stream. Let's get out here first. Ah, much better. Some small music going in. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed today's stream. It's definitely fun. I love this game, just like the first game. It's so good storytelling, amazing art, environmental art as well. Ah, I can't wait to get more of it done next week. We'll see how much we have left over this game. Hopefully, enough for more than one stream, but we'll see. We'll see. I won't spoil myself on how long this game is. But I can tell for those who want to know that we've played it now. Is it for a solid 12 and a half hours now? Definitely feels longer, but then again, in like 5 streams we did so far, honestly, it made sense. Yeah, okay. Thank you all for being here today. I had a lovely weekend with you all, and yeah, see ourselves on a normally next Friday with more Friday fun games, whatever it is we'll play. Maybe I'll do more stream deep. Don't know yet. We'll see. But yeah, I hope you all having a good rest of your Saturday and a good rest of your weekend with the oncoming Sunday now. And yeah, have a good nice week next week as well. Thank you all for being here. And yeah, let's find someone to raid out to. The old question of always, who do we raid to? Let's see, let's see, let's see. Who do we have? What do we have? So as Mittens doing some art variation for next call. Fun playing Minecraft, Spoils Town. Bamf doing Saturday Elder Scrolls. Ben's doing Repo. Again, Tao is also doing stuff. Baby, what do you think we should? Who do you think we should raid? You think we can raid, baby? Because I don't know if we've done Flash. Tao is definitely up there. Fang is definitely there. Uh, I think go with mittens. I thought maybe Tao or someone, was playing something else, something more chill. Yeah, we haven't invaded Tao as we've invaded mittens. We haven't mittens sooner than Tao last time. So I think Tao is not a fun I've invaded in. Let's do Tao, but mittens is also a good idea. Yeah. Anyway, that was very nice. Hope you all are having enjoying a lovely rest of your rest of your as I said, rest of your Sunday, Saturday, and following Sunday. You all have a good rest of your week and stay healthy, stay refreshed, stay cool. See you Friday again. Bye bye. Bye bye.